So Ali's still got primal savagery going.
Yep.
And he's just staring.
I think Rose is probably not on fire at this point anymore. She does have a fireball in her hand though. Just kind of like flares up a little, then flares down, then flares up a little, because she's not really sure how to control it.
Yeah.
But she's
Maybe
not
by within
throwing it. She's just kind of standing there watching.
I'm gonna lean into Sebs, I guess. But like, so I'm just gonna go deal with TikTok Elephant Man.
Bax is just gonna wipe her eyes and just look at Seb and thank you. And she'll just like hug him like quite tightly and then get a bit embarrassed, just like punch him gently on the arm. Like
He'll be like,
"Cheers, bro."
no worries. And then as she sort of turns to walk, he'll just be like, ow. I'll follow. I'm gonna follow Eli over to. Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna go over to Ali. That's where I'm gonna go.
And Bax is gonna walk over to Rose.
And I'm just backing up.
Oh, I'm watching the elephant dude.
I'm just,
Sorry, Loxodon.
I've got my. As I'm walking away from the elephant guy, I'm just like, nah, whatever. Yes.
Yeah, Rose is basically panting or breathing heavy. Probably is a better description.
And just stand in front of her and sort of put her hands on her shoulders and maybe sort of brush her hair back from her face a little bit.
Oh, she will flinch
okay.
the fuck
It's
away. Move.
Just say it's okay. It's okay. She's still sort of shaking a little bit herself, but she's trying to deal. She's just trying to deal with everything.
It's really not. You really need to move.
I mean, no, but it will be.
Thanks. And then she's just gonna walk forwards.
I'm gonna walk over to Ellie. Just like I've still kind of got my copious out, and I'm just kind of like.
Is it like dripping with blood?
I mean, no.
He wiped that shit off.
I'll literally just be like, "Hey, Ellie."
She's just gonna glance over at you briefly and then keep an eye on the elephant.
That's really awkwardly walking away. You've probably walked into a tree.
And literally, I'm gonna stand next to her as close as I can get without her fucking freaking out because I imagine she's probably scared, right? And he's
Yeah,
just gonna be like,
she's
look
close
at
to
him.
flipping shit.
look at it, okay? I don't even know what that thing is. It's clearly moving away. It's fine. It's fine. I've been where you are before, okay? Just
And it's
ignore
at
it.
this point you all hear little rustling in the bushes.
Motherfucker.
Oh dear, that's dead.
Jack's
About
gonna
10
give
feet
the
away from you
talk
all,
to the elephant man.
and it's starting to rustle a bit.
Yeah,
And out of the
Bax is
bush
gonna
pops
draw swords.
a 3-foot tall,
Dead.
bright pink clothing, tiny little, really, really old gnome.
Kill it.
I'm tempted.
Yeah.
So the fireball that Rose is holding will definitely get a lot bigger at that.
How do you-
It'll
how
right.
do you
it'll
want
get-
Bax is literally gonna look at the gnome, look at the rest of the party, and go point and go gnome.
Yeah, like,
So
as Eli's like
what-
halfway close in
okay.
the distance, he's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
So, Pav, just for reference, did it appear behind us or?
No, to the side of you guys.
Oh, good, 'cause
So about
behind us it would be
halfway
dead.
between you and the elephant, out of some bushes, appeared this. he's
How
got
far
this,
away am
bright
I?
pink
Considering
clothes. He's
I was
got
going to say, if it
extremely
appeared
long,
behind us, it's
bright
going to
white
die.
beard.
Mhm.
I mean,
I'd say you're about 20 feet away from this point. He's about 10 feet away from both of you guys, but diagonally.
I was gonna say because I'd been backing up the entire time they've been chatting.
Yeah,
The moment that they
but
stopped
I've-
attacking me,
I've seen it slow backing up just in case a quick movement caused them to attack again. That's how I was picturing that.
yeah,
Correct me if I'm wrong.
yeah. Well, normal pace, hands and trunk in the air, sort of thing.
Trunk in the air, like you just don't care.
Oh,
Fuck's sake.
This gnome steps out of the bushes and hello.
I just look at Bax.
hello.
I look at Bax and I'm like, gnome.
She's gonna look at me.
Ali's gonna look really confused.
I look at
Why?
Ali.
Bax is gonna like lean
Gnome.
Why is there a gnome?
Gnome.
Eli just shouts, gnome!
Gnome.
There's a gnome!
Nope.
No. Why?
This is
Why
my
an-
village at all.
Why a gnome?
Where am I?
I don't know, Ali. I don't know.
And he's going to walk up to
Fuck off.
Loxodon.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, dude.
Just say Ali was going to punt
The
him.
reason I just went fuck off.
Excuse me, sir. Do you know where the gnome village nearby is?
Do I know where the name village is?
Roll a intelligence check. Strength check. No, wisdom. Wisdom check.
Roll the
Ali would-
geography check.
Ali would have dropped primal savagery in confusion.
God damn it.
You know that there is a village about an hour's journey. However, how he made it over here is remarkable because you have to cross a river to get there, and that river tends to have creatures that feed on small creatures, such as 3-foot tall beings.
Sounds fun. Can we keep one as a pet?
drinking
Bruh.
water.
I'm done with small things.
Tell you what.
Most women are.
Just sort of
Checking
point
for-
in the
checking for
direction.
knives.
I'm actually going to get down really condescendingly, but by accidentally condescending, like down, so I'm like really crouching as close to eye level as possible. It's about an hour that way, and I'm pointing with my trunk. I can help you get over the river if you like.
Oh, if you guys could help me, that would be grand.
I'm not sure about-
He's not with us.
Can I hear what they're saying?
I'm not sure about those
Yeah,
lot.
you can hear. He's talking very loudly.
I literally
yeah.
I cup my hands. I'm like, don't lump us in with whoever that is.
You
We're
got
not
it.
together.
How
We're
much
not
does
together.
how much does the guy weigh?
To gnome.
You could
Yeah.
pick him up and throw him like he was a football.
Is he left? Oh, in that case,
Um,
I pick him up with my trunk and put him on my shoulder.
Oh, hello.
He has an ally.
I'll
Kill
give
him.
you all 100 gold once we get to village if you get me there safe.
100 gold.
No, I am the father of the leader of the village.
I can get you there very quickly for 500 gold. Like, just me.
Fuck it, sure, 500 gold each. Why not?
Whoa.
I will. Wait 1 second. I'm going to cast. I'm going to try roll insight.
Sure.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
it.
same.
Yeah, same. God, trust this fucker.
This seems like way too much gold for a simple helping to a village.
I honestly don't give a fuck about this guy enough to do anything
Yep.
in terms of
Yeah.
I'm confused. I'm really confused. I'm trying to work out what the fuck he's on about.
I am trying to calm Manny down. All this bullshit is happening around me.
Ali is kind of calmed down through confusion. She's dropped
Yep.
more savagery. She's
That
fucking
is-
What is
confused.
happening?
She's reached the said level of understanding. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, she's just at this point. The gnome appearing is just
Alright.
what?
So, for those of you who didn't get a natural one,
Oh dear,
what you get
cats.
by looking at this gnome is you see a very confused old person. You're pretty sure that he's never focusing on any of you completely. Like he seems to completely be off focus with his eyes. There doesn't seem to be enough wisdom for lying on the seat. He just seems confused and old, and apparently very rich and no idea how to spend money.
Fuck
So-
me.
Okay, I'll take you there. These
Do you think
people
they know he's left the village?
are traumatized and just randomly attacking us. So
Only
Us?
you.
Whoa, no one used the word trauma, buddy.
I'm not
I
traumatized.
point at the people that have been crying. Traumatized.
Literally, my hand's literally on fire.
I point at my face. I know trauma.
I mean, it's
Traumatized.
Shawarma? Oh, I love shawarma.
it's quite unfortunate you look that
Um,
way, but
Tell you what.
We can eat when we get there, though. Okay.
Can I
I'm-
can I cast detect magic? I want to see if this guy's got any
Go
shit
for
going
it.
on.
Go for
I'm
it.
so
Yeah.
torn on what to do with my
So-
character right now because I've got the option of getting out of here very quickly.
So with detect magic,
Mhm.
all you guys glow up with all your various magical shiznits.
Mhm.
Mhm.
No Miss Fi's detect
You
magic.
see a few bits of glowing coming from the elephant man.
Mhm.
My face.
You see gnome. You see nothing. Nothing. No magical aura of any kind on anything on his person.
So let me get this right. This gnome has saying he'll give us 500 gold each.
Can I search the bush that he came out of?
Go for it.
you're gonna go
He's-
bush.
No, I'm sorry, but no one just fucking appears out of a bush, right? Okay, I've played
he's
enough
checking
video
if he's a
games.
leprechaun.
I've played enough video games where this shit is relevant.
You
Okay,
clearly haven't played PUBG or Fortnite then.
I have, and I get murdered every time whenever I investigate those. Right, okay.
I mean, in
Let's do
fairness, we
this.
get paid out of nowhere. We just started trying to murder this fucking elephant, dude. So
Yeah, right. Let me.
Yeah,
do
but
this.
Yeah.
we didn't appear out of a bush. We appeared out of the air. It's different.
Yeah, it's
Exactly. You appeared
different,
out of
yeah.
nowhere, started to attack me, and I've suddenly got an option of okay, I can leave
Yeah.
now.
Seb, what you do is you go through and look in the bush, and have you ever, in those cartoon shows where it's just a trail of what seems like destruction, but the person who hasn't even noticed the shit going on has just seen you walk past it without even
Yep.
noticing?
Yep.
You see like fallen trees, you see
What?
spikes and poison, you see dead the animals. It's like a death trail, but at the same time you see footprints that have just seemed to walk past it. at the right time and, like,
How big are these
Five.
footprints? Are they like as his footprints, or are they
yeah,
are
his
they
footprint
larger?
size. They are the size that you would
Right,
expect his
Because
footprints
for a
to be.
second, I totally thought he'd just like polymorphed or something. I don't know what the fuck.
the hag in
Right.
the skies.
Yes.
You just kind of look a bit confused. Like,
That's
what?
why I detect
I
magic.
look in the bush. I look back at the gnome.
See-
I look back in the bush. I look back at the gnome.
Whilst they're confused or doing this,
Yeah.
can I polymorph into a giant owl and carry him to the village? because
Sure. Polymorph
that's
into
what my-
giant owl.
that was my role was about. Was I am polymorphing into a giant owl to try and carry
Okay.
him away?
No, polymorph into an owl. That's fine.
How are you keeping this gnome on your shoulder as you?
I
Hold
have
on.
claws.
Will I notice him polymorphing as I have a 28
Yeah.
perception? I will
Yes.
cast
I'm
watery
literally
sphere on.
looking at him at the moment anyway.
Oh
so
my god.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Can we not?
Just to
Like,
stop him running away.
seriously.
Watery sphere does no
So,
damage. It only holds
he's
him in
doing-
place.
The second you polymorph, can you please make the saving throw needed for watery sphere?
Which is a
What-
strength
At the
save.
same time as you polymorph, the gnome falls off of you and just lands on his back. Like, oh, what's going on?
Sorry, a second.
So it's a strength save. All it does is hold you in place. It does
Will
no
the
damage.
gnome be caught in the watery sphere?
No, I'm saying that the watery sphere was conjured just after the polymorph, so
Okay.
the gnome fell off during transformation.
Yeah, because the watery sphere would be my reaction to him turning into a bird.
Alright. Alright.
So
The
that's
strength
15
saving
save.
throw.
Yep.
Da-da-da.
Is it strength saving throw of the?
That's what I'm
Giant.
just checking, but I think it's actually. Yeah, I mean,
Heck-
because I polymorphed, and
heckaroonie,
you've done
my
it after
duty.
I polymorphed, so I'd be using
Yeah.
the.
So it'd be the bird's strength. 3. No, you're going
Oh.
nowhere. And that's bear in mind the only spell slot I have left is 4th level.
I'm gonna turn around to Ali, who hadn't hidden in casting this fucking spell. I'm just gonna be like, Ali, what the fuck?
He's not. I don't want him to leave.
What's your Constitution save modifier as a bird, by the way?
As the bird, my con save would be +1.
So you got
So you have
+1.
1 minute.
Cool. Just keeping that in the back of my mind. Carry on.
I don't
Ali, stop it. Just stop it.
make sure he doesn't leave, and I'll drop it.
Fine.
what does it matter if he leaves anyway?
Just
Indeed.
let him go.
Fine.
Like, this is all
Ali.
backing up the reasoning of why he would want to leave, just
What?
saying.
Ali just trying to stop you from leaving. That's all. It does no damage.
By nearly drowning him.
Not
Exactly.
nearly drowning. It hasn't been a minute. She'll drop it.
What the fuck? Still though, if someone trapped me in a bowl of water, I think I'd want to stab their eyes, mate.
It's
Not
like,
gonna lie to you.
you've appeared in front of me, you've attacked me, I'm trying to leave peacefully,
Hey,
might I add.
Hey, you
And
don't
you
know
cut
our
me.
stories. You don't know. We have reasons.
To be fair, the only aggressive action actually against you that your character would have known was Ali is the watery sphere, because the
Okay.
other one was a psychic attack.
I
You
will
know,
go up
well, what-
to
Exactly.
Ali.
I've been attacked, I've had psychic attack, I've had, I think it was arrows, I've had eldritch blast,
Yeah.
I've had,
Anyway,
I've been
I'm gonna
trapped
go
in
up
water.
to Ali and I'm just gonna tap her on the shoulder and be like, just drop it. Let him go.
Yeah, she drops the spell.
I'll turn to Ali. Well, no, wait. So her head will move, but she's still watching the Loxodon with her eyes. I'm watching him. He's not going anywhere. But
I'm a giant
it's
owl
gonna
right now,
hurt
not-
us. If he
Just-
steps a foot wrong, he'll be Ash.
Rose, what the
I
fuck?
wanna turn to the now giant owl, and just be like, so. Great apologies.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm saying this in character. Yeah, that seems fair.
We have had a very tragic hour.
The worst day.
If you would send this man on his way and then come back, I would like to explain myself and like just help, iron things
Wait.
out a little bit.
Can I do an insight check on Eli?
What? Do it, fam.
Sure.
I just wanted.
Insight v persuasion.
Give me a second.
To be fair, I will do the same, because I'm an owl. I've
Eli
got +1.
persuasion. Everyone else
Alright.
insight.
All right. I was just checking if it was Eli and not some other person who used diplomacy instead of flames. All right, continue. Oh,
Or did you say you want me to roll persuasion?
Yes.
nah,
please.
I rolled a 6.
No, because he's rolling as well. Oh, okay. Eli, are you telling the truth?
Yeah.
Cool.
No, I just wanted to see if it was really him.
Oh no, not you, Seb. The I keep forgetting your name. Thinking.
Okay, cool.
AERØHEAD also rolled an insight check. So AERØHEAD, as far as you can tell, he's telling the truth.
That is deeply scary. Just, he's starting to have a little bit of panic. He's like, just do a thing.
By the way,
He doesn't like to take
just
photos
as a
of
point
animals.
of reference, my beak is all clockwork.
I'm literally just gonna I'm gonna go up to Eli and be like, "Yeah, it's all right. It's just a you know those really weird
No, I know
spellcasting
what Nowl
people
is.
that like to flex on everything. Not you specifically, but like you know this.
Yeah.
I could-
it
No,
seems
I
like
mean,
one of those
I
people.
am. That's fair.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean it like that. You know, I have a great amount of
So-
respect for you, tremendous amount.
Ali will just say to Eli telepathically, "It's polymorph. It's nothing to worry about."
Okay.
Just pick
At
up the
this
gnome.
point,
Eli-
the
like,
gnome has.
Seb's gonna
at
look
this
at
point,
Eli
the
and
gnome
then
has
look
stood
at
up.
Ali. Like, she talk to you? She talk to you? Did she talk to you in her head? I couldn't hear anything. Did she talk to you? That's weird. Carry on.
At this point, the gnome has stood up and is calling out, "Come, I have cake," and has just started wandering off.
I pick him up with my
AERØHEAD,
claw and I
you
fly
know,
off.
in the complete wrong direction.
Yeah, that name is weird.
You know
guys.
that little bird hop thing that they do along the ground? I'm gonna do
Yeah.
that. Try pick up the gnome.
Like
and
you're
fly
chasing a
towards the village.
worm.
Okay, give me a second.
Fucking hell.
This
Give me a
gnome is
second.
going to have PTSD.
Okay, cool. The gnome turns around, shits himself, and starts running. Which for this gnome isn't very fast. He's just like,
25
"Oh
feet."
shit! Fuck! What
Do I
the
catch
fuck
him?
is that? Do a grapple check.
I think that
Jesus, you're
I
gonna
think that
grapple
gnome is.
with talent.
I think that gnome is just screaming out loud everything that was going through Eli's head when he saw the owl.
Yep.
Yeah.
Has you ever
You
seen
know
that?
Ignore
what?
it
Your
and it'll
thoughts
go
are being
away.
projected by this gnome. Holy fuck, the gnome dodges. Right. The
Sorry,
gnome
my
rolled
iPad cut
an
out.
18
While this is
minus-
going on-
the gnome rolled an 18 minus 2, so it manages to dodge.
While this is going on, I'm just gonna
Wait,
Like-
would I wait? What do I? Would I?
I'm gonna
use?
say to Eli, I was like, have you? It just
Would I-
occurred to me. Have you ever seen one of those before?
Yeah.
A
Would
giant
I-
one.
Not that big, I
Oh,
haven't.
I'm not doing that big.
No, me neither. I just thought you
Yeah.
reacted weirdly to a bear, so I kind of thought.
Deeply
It's
concerning.
fine. I've not, I've
Yeah.
not seen an owl that big either.
Yeah.
Would I?
Deeply
I would have
concerning.
used my straight strength, or would I have used my talons? Because technically I'm trying to grab him with my talons.
I'll just say whatever your modifier is, whatever it tells you to choose your attack modifier.
Oh, for talons it would have been +3, so it would have been 17.
17,
think
so you
Grapples
grab
is-
him and he is screaming. He is just screaming out help, and he's looking down at you guys screaming for help at this point.
No,
He doesn't
tiny
know
man.
you.
Flying off.
Tiny man. Calm
Flying
down.
away.
He's
We're
taking you
just
home.
standing there. I'm looking at him. Fuck. Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, au revoir, little
Actually,
gnome
just
man.
waving. Goodbye, no.
Yeah, I'll wave.
So-
I'll wave as well.
I have just completely ruined the DM's plot for the day.
I'll do
Bye,
it.
gnome.
I'll be like, yep, bye.
When they finally go, I'll let
good.
the fire in my hand go out.
Half-off wave.
Yeah, so AERØHEAD, fucking, you fly him to the village. Arrive at this village with this screaming old gnome. Everyone looks up to see a giant owl with a screaming old gnome. And in this village, it's an entire village of gnomes. There isn't a single non-gnome in this village. So you drop him off.
I will land, drop the polymorph, and instantly cast reduce on myself, so about their size.
Okay. You cast reduce on yourself, you're down to their size.
For just a minute.
It's dinner. Bake it up.
And someone actually, little tiny gnome.
What?
Oh, hello, thank you so much. "Oh, you found my father. Thank you so much. I've been looking for him for ages. We don't know where he goes sometimes. He just disappears, and then we're just gone, and then we can't see him, and then we panic.
I suddenly go back to full
I'm
size
so
because
relieved.
it's only a minute.
Oh fucking Jesus!
There's a group of people over there, and I'm going to air
Run.
quotes people, including using my trunk. People
Okay.
who are attacking anything that moves.
While this is going on, can we take a short rest?
Yeah.
Yes,
You
please.
guys all mark down a short rest for whatever's going on.
Let's do that.
So he looks at the same time you say that, the older gnome goes, "There were this lovely group of people who saved it. They I think they're coming here for cake."
We
I will
fucking
say
ain't.
thank you.
Oh, there's a group of people. Oh, you must go fetch them. We just love to thank them. We really would. Just
That's
I'll tell you what. Stay celebration day. Stay the day of the festival.
DM. I will have, because obviously sorcerer points into spell slots to get my 4th level back. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to go over, and I'm just flying off. Fuck this shit. They've attacked me. I don't want to see them right now.
All right. So I didn't think I'd be saying this so quickly, but roll for new character.
So
What you guys
Eli's just going
doing?
to turn around and just be like, I don't think he's coming back.
No, me neither.
Ali,
I
at
think
this
he's
point, it's
gone.
just-
That's
Ali, at this point,
it,
it's
I
just
think.
sitting
I'm just gonna clap my hands, look at Eno, and be like, "Camp."
Yep.
All right, camp it is.
What time is it roughly now? Is it dark or?
Bax is just gonna
No.
go around the area.
No,
and just
it's
check
about
it's actually-
noon in Wild Mountain at the moment. When you guys arrived, it was about noon, so it's been about an hour, 2 hours, maybe 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon.
I don't know. I think we all just need some time just to sit down and fucking
Yeah.
call.
I will completely understand if
Yeah.
you guys get long rest because it was nighttime when you left Taldore, so you would be jet lagged right now.
Yeah.
Ali's just sitting on the floor, just on the edge of the path that we were on.
Seb's gonna do a really shitty job of making a camp.
Yeah.
It's just a shit camp. It's like got a shitty fire. I've like dragged a log over for
Bax
some
will
reason.
help.
It's a shitty camp. It's not great.
There's a camp.
Yeah.
Eli's going to try and light the fire with fireball, but like, oh.
Oh.
Fire.
He's gonna be like,
Explodes. Oh wait.
Tries to do fireball, scatters the camp to the winds with Eldritch Blast.
I was gonna say, yeah, I could try and light the fire, but I probably will just engulf the entire area in flames.
Take down the forest.
Fucking hell.
So we chased away an elephant man, burnt down the entirety of South Wild Mount.
All right. So we're doing a whole camp do here.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So you guys
Well,
are
we
setting up the camp. Your camp is set up. You're all exhausted, like not literally, but you're tired. You don't really know where you are. Bax recognized just at the end of last game, based on the flower and fauna, you are not in Taldore.
And to be fair, I did tell them it was Wildmount.
And
We're not in
that's true.
Kansas
You were
anymore.
told you were in Wildmount. However, Seb, you've heard of Wildmount, but never been there.
Nope.
Eli, what's Wildmount?
I think he's been to Wild Mount. You're about.
I've read about Wildmount.
You've all heard of it. You've definitely all heard of Wildmount. It's a continent, and you know that it
It's
exists.
the place and it's a shithole.
Ali would be mildly aware of its existence, but not by
Yeah.
much.
Like, you don't even know much. You don't know much about what's in Taldore in terms of you've never actually been on Taldore apart from Stillburn.
I've got a wildly mounting suspicion of Wild Mount.
Oh,
Ali
fuck off.
only knows about Taldore because of the Ashari, to be fair.
Right, so we make a camp then. We've got a camp going.
You're currently in a clearing in a forest.
Yeah.
You
Bax
figure there's
will go
probably
find
wildlife
something to
somewhere in the
hunt.
forest.
I'll see if I can help Bax go out and find this shit.
Fucking
Let's go
Bax's
hunt.
wolf is in Westrun right now.
It fucking is.
Oh shit! Yeah, your wolf.
What? Say that again.
Your wolf is not
wolf.
with you.
Oh
Westrun. It's in fucking Westrun.
my god! Oh my god!
No, yeah, the wolf's not in West. The wolf's in Stillben.
Yeah, being stillborn.
Even worse.
Even worse. Fucking
Would
hell.
it be in Stillbend or would it be on the boat?
It'd be
Have.
all right. Bax, would you have
Did-
left it on the boat
I
with
don't-
the
yeah, I
the
don't
invisible
think I-
boat?
I don't
It
think I
wouldn't
took
have
it with
gone-
us. Because
it
it wouldn't have been
wouldn't
able
have
to
gone
like
fine.
swim and then climb up the side of a boat.
So yeah, it's in that invisible boat with that pirate. With that not with the pirate.
Cool.
In the invisible boat
What
with
is
the
Captain?
pirate
He better not eat my
Ali
wolf.
came here with.
Oh.
He's currently sat as far away from the wolf as he can on the same small boat. Just good, Wolfie, Wolfie. Absolutely,
Right.
Wolfie.
He's also got my lizard. So he's just got a fucking lizard sitting on his head as well.
Oh.
The lizard
Okay.
is literally on top of his head. He's
Yep.
just a bit too scared
Yep.
to
This
move
is
back.
why I can teleport my pet now.
It's like Pokemon.
Ali will
boat.
shore backs when she realizes and reassure her that the wolf is be fine with him.
I mean,
I hope it
he's
likes
gonna feed
seafood.
my wolf, right? No.
So you set up
See?
camp.
Yeah. Let's go hunt, Seb.
Yeah, yeah, you lead the way, because I don't know what the
Alright.
fuck I'm doing.
Roll. Let's go survival for this one.
Advantage or
It's
no
about
advantage?
tracking
'Cause
and-
I'm trying to help.
Oh, where
Best I
what is
can.
our
What's
Surroundings?
your preferred terrain?
forest?
Then yeah, you're in a forest. You are 100% in your favorite terrain right now.
Can I just say before they leave the camp, so they don't lose the camp,
Yeah.
I will do half of the moonlight shadow. Touch a point in space and create an invisible 30-foot sphere that grants a +5 to stealth and perception checks while within it.
Wait, did you say so we
Um,
don't lose it? So you've made everyone invisible?
Yeah, before you left, so you know it's still there.
Bruh.
And light from open flames within it can't be seen.
Wow, I get +8.
So everyone inside the sphere gets +5 to stealth and perception checks.
Well,
That's
So-
with advantage, by the way, Bax,
Yeah.
because you've got
favorite terrain.
Seb helping as well. Oh,
Oh,
you
cool.
got advantage from 2 reasons. Seb, you can roll
Well,
a
I
separate
just-
roll if you want to, Seb.
Okay.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna roll a separate roll. I'm gonna
Because
do my
Bax
own
will have
thing.
advantage anyway.
If you get higher than
Um,
me, I'm gonna be pissed.
I'm an independent.
Strong independent snake man. You don't need no back.
That's the fuck's sake.
Yeah.
It's alright, you have advantage, Bax. You have advantage. You can roll again.
Got 19. That's the highest I can roll without a crit.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out that I was doing that before. They don't lose.
Oh,
Damn.
fuck off.
Well, that was a thing.
That's a fucking flex right there.
One
Weird
up.
flex, but okay.
And that's not even as high as she could.
No, it's bullshit. That's what it is.
28.
It's not even me or B. It's fucking stupid.
Don't worry,
So
Seb.
Bax.
I'll catch you the biggest
Bax and
river.
Seb. You guys are
What
kind
the
of
fuck,
competitively hunting a little bit, just making it a bit of a game. But you're both kind of following the same route, and you're both
I'm gonna
tracking. Oh, carry on, yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna say because Seb has a crossbow, right?
Yeah.
1 minute. I'm just gonna check my equipment.
Oh wait, what do you use, Seb?
I have a
Sure.
short bow.
Oh, you have a short. Even better.
Even better.
I'm gonna be actively teaching him how to hunt. I'm gonna give him tips and stuff.
He's gonna pretend like he knows what you're talking about.
There you go. So you're tracking. You're starting. You found a little wet patch of mud. You follow it. It will lead you to a river, and where a river, there's normally animals drink. We find some tracks there, and you get to this little river. I think it's just a tiny little stream, nothing big. And you follow it down a bit, and you see about 50 to 60 feet ahead of you, a deer just drinking from the river.
Cool. I'm gonna shoot it in the head.
Seb's
Shoot
just
it in
gonna be
the
like,
face.
Roll to hit.
Look, it's quicker if you aim for the head. They'll feel pain for a less amount of time. Just show some things, dude. I mean, now look what you've done. That wasn't a very good roll, was it? Stop talking, Seb. Shh. We're hunting now.
shut the fuck up, stick boy.
Does a 16 hit the deer that's, not armored?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna roll the second attack now and then do damage if that's okay.
No, you really should
Oh.
roll the damage first.
Okay.
I'll shoot it.
I'll let you know now. Deers have 4 hit points.
Oh, okay. Well,
They're exactly 4
that's my modifiers.
I'll
Sharpshooter.
I'll shoot it as well.
They are officially 4 kittens.
I'm trying to do what she taught me. I'll try and shoot near where she shot. Hiya! Oh shit!
Just back's gonna look really proudly.
Let me just roll the damage. Oh baby! Oh wait, that's sneak attack as well. I just forgot.
She's so damn proud right now.
Nope.
Somehow Seb manages the deer to explode and they need to find him.
Yeah.
With a smaller bow.
Fuck's sake, Snake Boy.
I just used a fucking spud gun where she's got like a potato launcher.
You know what I'm gonna say? You know what I'm gonna say happens just for the sheer shits and gigs of it. Max, your arrow
Yeah.
lands first, striking the deer directly in the head and killing it straight away. It drops down and you actually see a second deer behind it. Seb, your arrow hits this deer in the center of its body, and somehow the strength behind the arrow actually pushes the deer into the stream, and it starts kicking and flailing and then dies.
Oh fuck!
Wow.
Tragic.
I'm gonna try and
Wow.
catch. Can I try and catch that
So you
second
fucking
deer?
drowned it.
I'm just as I'm going after it. I'm going. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
Pav,
sorry.
Pav,
No,
Pav, can we do? Do you know how
The stream
non-traumatic
didn't
works?
kill it. It didn't drown. It's a tiny little stream, like a tiny little.
Yeah, but Seb
Stream.
thinks it did.
What killed it was the arrow.
Seb thinks it's drowning right now, so he's gonna go over and make sure it's not fucking drowning.
Yeah, it's not. Again, it's too small to put it along with.
Oh,
It's gonna like
Lying there.
call to him like, we killed it to eat it, right? It's
Yeah,
inevitable.
but
It's gonna die.
I didn't want it to fall in the river. Oh god, I'm just gonna drag it and just. I'm just gonna.
I
put it
need
the other
to-
way.
Yeah, Bax is gonna like try and.
Oh.
I mean, are they really big deer or are they like?
Just probably just
Un-
butcher it here and then.
Average sized deer.
okay. I've had to put my phone on silent because, as you said, Seb killed that deer. My text went off, and all I heard was Matt Mercer go, "How do you want to do this?"
Why do you have that as a fucking ringtone? More importantly.
Why not?
mean,
Bax
true.
is gonna start like skinning this deer and.
Seb's just gonna go. I'm just gonna let you get on with this.
Like
No.
chopping it
I'll
up.
I'll be
Shit.
back in a second. I'm just gonna go for a walk. I'm just gonna go and walk about 20 feet away from her while she's doing this. Just
You
look down the stream.
might,
Look
hold
at
on.
pretty things.
Just hearing.
Look
Hold
at
on, you
all
might
the
not
blood.
want to do that. Hold on.
I'm just downstream and I can see so much blood coming down the fucking river. Just
Just hearing the meaty slaps of the knife again.
just because I know how nature works doesn't mean I want to watch it. Oh.
Just stay nearby, Seb.
Yep.
We've been traveling for a little while. You can't get
So,
lost if you're with me. Just
The
stay.
two of you, you're cutting, you're skinning it, and you're harvesting the meat before you
Well,
go back
Bax
to
is.
camp.
Seb's trying not
Cool.
to vomit.
Harrowing hour or so for Seb and a pretty dirty hour or so for Bax. You've now managed to harvest the 2 deer and gather as much meat as you can carry with amongst the 2 of you. at this point, it's now probably about early afternoon.
Oh god, that mean
mid-afternoon.
Ali, Eli,
I-
and Rose have just been sitting in silence for like an
I
hour.
was-
Just
Yeah.
awkward silence.
When I
We'll cut to what you guys were doing in a second, but just before we do that, can I have the two of you roll a survival check to find your way back with disadvantage because the camp is currently hidden?
Fucking Ali.
we can't become lost because I have not
Yeah,
been in the forest
that's-
over.
Oh no, yeah.
As I'm
dark.
Just
Okay.
want to explain the way I'm cutting the deer. I want to save the skins and then I'm going to wash them and that because it's a thing, her backstory and all.
Whilst you're doing that, what are you guys doing whilst they're doing the hunting and
The
Sitting
things.
awkwardly in silence for an hour.
Yeah, it's very clear that someone wants to say something, but no one's going to say it.
I just imagine them all like, look at the tree.
Just kind of like looking around and looks at Rose and then it's like,
in which case,
Just quietly crying into
After
the
a
campfire.
couple of hours of absolute awkward silence, Dax and Seb return.
I'm going to wash in the river stream thing as best as I can.
I'll just look
I'm
at
just
Eli and be
gonna
like, I've seen some shit.
Walk back covered in blood.
Seen some shit, man.
I would have probably given Seb the washed skin that haven't any.
Wait, does it have
blood
its
on.
like? Has it got like a fucking like a hollowed out head or some shit?
No,
Like,
no,
what?
I've just
Oh,
taken those. Imagine
that's
like a fur rug type
yeah.
thing,
Okay.
just the
cool.
skins. I've washed them; they're not bloody or anything.
I'll, just
I'll
kinda
take the
walk
meat.
in.
That's...
Yeah, I'll walk in. And I'll be like, food, skins, food and skins.
no, it is.
Some
That's a
food.
private day.
Yep. There's a
Yeah,
reason
I
I've lived
mean-
out at sea for a while. That is not okay. Oh.
Well, we want to eat, do we not? And now I have 2 skins to make us clothing of sorts.
Yep.
Mm.
So
Mhm.
They didn't
So-
belong to anyone, did they?
it's a deer.
Excuse me?
Whilst all
didn't.
this is going on, what's everyone's passive perception?
28.
12.
10.
28.
28, but if we're talking
29.
28 passive, but if we're talking active, we all get a +5 to that shit.
Oh, so 15.
17.
No, it's not on passive, it only works on active. But
Fuck. 10.
14.
12.
So
It was a roller coaster,
anyone
that was.
whose passive
Yeah.
perception is 15 or above, you've noticed just a little frog start to hop into camp.
Hold on. Hang on.
What colour is the frog?
What colour is the frog? Good
He's
question.
orange.
Orange.
I mean, I haven't
oh
noticed
god,
it yet. I haven't noticed the frog, so I'm just gonna fucking chill.
I've just realised out of character what the this is.
If you're
Quilvis,
passive,
you travelling along, you have seen a fire
No, I haven't.
and
No,
No, it's
he hasn't.
shielded by Ali.
Oh,
sorry,
Lord.
travelling along. You're just travelling along,
Jesus Christ.
I have seen
Um,
people disappear randomly.
seeing people appear and disappear randomly, and deciding to maybe investigate that spot. Thinking, what the hell's going on there?
Like just before the frog hops in, Rose is gonna like just say Eli's name, like she's gonna say something, and then she notices the frog.
Is that what?
And then she
Now,
then turns and
oh,
looks at the
sorry.
Oh my god.
Wait, have I been alerted to the frog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, you will look over and you see a bigger than usual, about the same
2.5.
size as that gnome.
2.5 foot.
Taller than that gnome
Seb-
you
Seb-
saw earlier on.
Seb
Detect
says out
fucking
loud,
magic.
quite loud. He says, "Fuck me, that's a big frog."
No, thank you. I have standards.
How big is this frog?
Pardon?
It's 2.5 foot, and I said no, thank you. I have standards.
Oh, I got that bit.
Shut
yeah,
up.
That was the frog speaking. By the
There was a
way.
Yeah.
talking frog.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
And Eli,
yeah,
and Eli
that
just
was
told the
literally
talking frog to
about
shut up.
to-
Yeah, I'm literally
Yeah,
looking at
Dax
Eli
is literally about to lean into Seb going, talking frog.
frog.
Yeah, no, as soon as that frog spoke, he was just like, shut up.
Just looking at Dax
Just-
going, frog.
Just shut up.
This is not normal.
Wherever you are, you've walked into our camp. You're gonna want to turn around and leave.
It's fine. I'm chasing down this giant elephant with a missing half of its face.
Fantastic. He went to the gnome village about an hour away. Now kindly
No.
fuck off. I'm so sorry. Out of character. I'm so sorry.
At this point, Ali's just had enough.
I mean,
And he's just
how
gonna
did
walk
you?
up to the frog.
How did you
mean-
manage to find? She's gonna look at.
I'm just going
He-
to point out of the camp and just like the little blood drops and like the footprints.
Well
No,
done.
She's washed her boots and stuff.
She did.
So...
Oh my
Seb-
god.
Seb's just gonna look.
Seb didn't do any skinning.
Nah, he didn't.
Seb still went and tried to get that deer after he killed it.
Yep.
Back on shore.
Yep.
Oh, for God's sake, Seb.
Plus, I've got 22 passive perception.
So at this point, Ali's just going to kind of walk up to the frog and just stand staring at it.
Bucks is going to look at the frog and I'm going to be honest. I've never imagined a frog to talk quite so eloquently.
Would everyone
Yeah.
just leave the gun alone? It's just a
DM.
little frog man.
Being
Yeah.
as
And then
well
she's
traveled as
going
I
to
am, do I know? I'm
Yes.
assuming I know what he is, right?
Yes, he
Yes,
is a
okay.
grump. You've actually.
Okay, cool.
They're rare. They tend to live in forests and trees or near watery areas.
Or like jungle.
Then Eli's probably seen it.
Yeah.
They're quite rare ones. For the purpose of this canon, regardless of what Matt Mercer may say in the future, for the purpose of this campaign, they're only from Wildmount. They aren't in any other continent. But you do
Ali's-
know that.
Yeah, so Bucks will
Ali-
say that to the frog and then just turn around and someone go there. Light the fire, won't you someone? Getting a
Ali's
little
just gonna
peckish.
sort of-
I got it. I got it.
Ali's just going to look at the frog and just go,
Rose, are you sure
we're
that's a
about
good
done
idea?
fighting.
Yes, carefully. Let's light just the fire.
Rose, please.
She's like,
Was that awkward laugh in character?
yeah.
Cool.
This is why
Wait,
he went Rose, please.
I can do this. This is fine. I'm looking at my
Frog,
spells.
yeah.
Which is the most least
What's your
appropriate to
name?
use?
Maybe back up a few thousand feet.
I'm Quilvis.
Okay, nice to meet you, Corbis. I do highly recommend you backing the fuck up.
Alright, so I'm
No,
gonna
no.
I'm gonna
I'm
try
not
and
Just in
gonna go
case.
missing.
No,
Just in case,
Seb's
just
gonna
in
be like,
case.
no, she's not saying that to be horrible. It's just the fire. And this young lady over here, she's just fire,
She's having
fire.
A bad day, and you know,
I hop
Yeah.
backwards.
magic can
Yeah,
be
no, we're
temperamental.
not. We're not telling you to go away.
Ali's just going to... Yeah,
I'm
this
gonna
could
roll a
potentially
con
be bit
save
dangerous.
for myself to see if I can do this
Sure.
decently, so bear with me.
Uh,
I
just
figure
gonna say,
above 10
Eli-
it's above 10 it's fine, below 10 not so much.
Below 10, I will tell you what happens based on how low.
So yeah.
Well,
Ali-
fuck.
Ali's going to follow the frog and just go, yeah, get ready
Yeah.
to jump.
So, Ali, not Ali, Rose, exactly what spell were you going to cast? to light
Create
the fire?
bonfire. Create bonfire.
Create bonfire.
Yeah.
So, you go to create a bonfire,
If I could set myself on fire instead.
and you do create a bonfire,
Where do I create the
15
bonfire?
foot radius, by accidentally expelling too much energy at once,
Shit.
and an entire 15, instead of just a 5-foot square that you intended, it's a 15-foot radius. Most people are out of the way because
Good.
of where you're aiming on having it.
Yeah,
You, however, need to make a dex save for me.
that's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
still
because
have
I'm only
15
immune
feet
to it when I
freedom.
set myself on fire, and I like I'm not on purpose, but
Oh, cool.
hang on one
Um,
sec. I'm resistant to it, but I mean, like for flavour, we did with when she
Yeah.
loses it, she catches herself on fire. She's only immune to that one, not the normal one. So I'm looking at my
Not
dex
this.
on fire.
Not
No,
In
death.
this
Yeah,
case,
accidental.
this is more you experimenting with powers and just
Oof.
overusing it too much.
Yeah.
So, what's your spell save DC, Rose?
One sec.
Pretty sure it's not 12.
14.
Eli looks, he's seen that shit before. He did the exact same thing.
14.
14, so you fail.
Yep.
How much
Mems.
damage do you do with
2d8.
Create bonfire? 2d8. Can you please roll your damage for
Yeah.
me?
It's fine. We still have 15 feet to sleep in.
I mean,
Yeah,
really,
the entire
Fine.
area is
Yeah.
currently on fire.
The flame. She can put the flames out. It'll be fine.
Well, the 15-foot area.
It's a
It'll be fine.
15-foot area on
It'll be
fire right
fine.
now.
That's fine. I'm
Does
I'm
she-
hiding
does
the 30
she-
foot. So
is she in the center of the 15-foot area?
Rose is on the edge. The center of the area is where the
Okay.
bonfire was meant to be.
I was just
It
asking,
exploded
do
out.
I have to fucking run across these flames to pick her up and yeet her across so she's not
I'm
in the goddamn
resistant to
flames?
fire. It's fine.
God damn it.
No.
Okay. Just making
See, if
sure.
I was Eurovax, I could have sorted this. Just saying.
What's that?
you
Yeah,
chose to
well,
run
he's
away.
not here anymore, is he? So fuck you.
I wonder why.
Yep.
Should have.
She just curses in Infernal
Agreed. Shut
and
up.
like clutches her head for a minute. Fuck. She's gonna try
In
and
Elrose, with great power comes great responsibility.
she's gonna try and use
Nope.
control flames to
Yeah.
make it smaller.
Yeah, I'll say given a few seconds, you're able to control the flames and make it back down to a 5-foot bonfire.
Mm-hmm.
But that entire area is now blackened, charred, still warm,
Yeah.
because the heat would have heated up the ground itself.
Mm.
And the explosion was not visible outside the dome.
Bax turns round, not Bax, so Rose turns round and her eyebrows are just kind of
Gone.
They're covered
Oh,
by my
boy.
fringe.
Just her
It's fine.
So your fringe is set on fire.
Fringe is also
Yeah.
fucked.
Fuck this, she says, and she just walks out the circle. She's gone. She's gone for a walk.
I'll walk after her.
Max is literally going to sit down and just continue to prepare the meat to cook. Like,
Just make sure this frog
Still-
doesn't commit suicide.
She's doing the everything is fine.
yep, everything will be okay as long as we have a cup of tea and
Ali-
some food.
Ali will go over and help.
Like Eli's just fucking standing there with this fucking grung.
What did you do?
It's just like, bruh.
It appears you guys have trauma. But then again, that's none of my business.
Thanks, Magical
Hey,
Talking Frog.
Raz. Yes, thank you,
How are
Talking
the
Frog.
rest of the Muppets?
Boatloads.
Jesus. Oh my god,
That
yes,
was
all the
fuzzy,
Kermit
my
memes.
dude.
Oh. Bax is going to look at Corvus and so, apart from the blood and the footprints, what else brought you to our camp? Anything of interest?
I'm actually on my way to Taldore.
Oh,
Convenient.
anywhere in particular?
I need to find some old monasteries.
Well, that sounds boring. Interesting. What for?
It just when you say boring, my little like throat things just can go.
Monasteries. I mean, peculiar thing for a frog to explore.
Well,
but
I mean,
I can't.
I'm not exactly a normal frog. Can you not tell?
I mean, you are 2.5 feet tall or thereabouts, so
And I'm also
yes,
clothed,
and
and I've got a
talking.
gold band on my wrist, and I can also talk. And you know, most frogs tend to be smaller than my hand.
I was very aware. So the monastery is what? Pray tell, pardon the pun, takes you on that venture.
I'm searching for some items. Forgive me for not going into too much detail, but first meetings and all.
It's fine. We're not great with them either.
Yeah.
I know.
Meeting new people
Ins-
can be awkward.
Incidentally, everything that Ali is telepathic. She's
Yeah,
not
which is kind of
using
freaky
her actual
for you,
voice.
which is kind of freaky for you, Quilvis. suddenly you just get telepathic thoughts when one person looks at you.
And she quite unsettlingly mimes the words she's saying. It looks like a really bad dubbing.
I always
Yeah.
prefer the fucking English dub. God damn it.
Yeah.
I'm just casually pointing at you with my finger and then just like pulling it back and just being like,
Oh,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
telepathic. And this is like with a really confused look on his face as he's gesturing towards Ali.
Bax will nod, just nod as she continues to like.
In a word.
Okay, different strokes, different folks.
Says the tall frog.
Just the scrumpled up face moment. You're right, I can't exactly blend into casual society. Much to many a person's dismay.
It's fine. Who wants to do that anyway?
People who have been on the fringe of society for far too long.
There are benefits to not being in the mainstream.
There's benefits to being in the mainstream thing. Small pond, big ocean.
So,
Ribbit.
where exactly do you hail from around these parts? We've seen so much as these several 100 feet or so. Well, I have, and Seb, the snake dude that wandered off after Rose engulfed herself.
So, let me get this right. Snake dude, and you're calling me weird for being a frog.
I never said you was weird for being a frog. I just pointed out that you was a frog.
Snake dude isn't currently there, remember?
No,
No,
but they said-
he's just said she
Yeah.
Bax said snake dude, and Bax had
Cool.
literally only seen a couple of 100 feet while they were hunting.
Everyone in this group is weird in their own way. I think would be the point.
Bax is just gonna nod her head.
Fair enough. I mean, I've got poisonous skin.
Well, that's
Noted.
interesting.
Wonderful, and Bax is gonna shift away a bit.
Eli's gonna like scrunch his hand into his sleeve and then like offer a handshake.
I'm gonna pull out one of my gloves, put them on, and just shake it back.
Well, my name's Eli. Hello.
Hello.
Oh
Eli.
yes, introductions. I suppose I was forced to that. Bax Listaler, and she'll nod her head.
Hello.
Alabaster.
So,
Okay.
I mean, being a frog and all, I can assume you're not going to eat deer. Anything else I can prepare for you? I presume you'll be hanging around the camp for a little while at least.
What's your trauma,
Tragic.
Well,
bro?
it's only been about one lunar cycle since my tragedy.
Oof.
Going by the looks on your colleague's face, I'm assuming less than a moon.
About an hour.
Yeah.
Ah, understandable.
Fucking hell, Joe.
Fucking hell.
Just Eli straight away.
Yeah.
About an hour.
Understandable.
Hour. Looks at the sky. Hour and a half. Something like that.
Lovely.
It's fairly fresh.
Yeah.
Nothing quite like fresh trauma in the morning.
Mm.
You could say that. And she'll just carry on like preparing this food and trying to cook it. So anything I can prepare for you for this? Do you eat? Do you not She's like avoiding all further talk of the fucking tragedy.
Well, I'm fine for food for now. I've not long eaten.
Wonderful.
I was eating not far from the river.
Oh. Good meal, was it?
Can we just cut the awkwardness? Are you going to attack me? Yes or no?
Hadn't planned on it.
Was that in character?
That was in character. I've got -1 charisma.
Not if
Dax
you
is just
don't
gonna
attack
l-
us first, I suppose.
And I will be
Dax
rolling
is just
insight
gonna-
check on all the answers.
Dax is literally gonna look at him and go like, "Why do you fucking want us to?" And then just go
I mean-
straight back to cooking the meat.
No. But it's just rather awkward, and then obviously I understand trauma. Someone walking off, it can't help but feel like a trap.
No.
You're the one that came to our camp, so
If you cause us trouble, we'll see what happens. Otherwise, you're fine.
Oh, that's fine then.
We're just not going to bring up anything about the Elephant Man, are we?
So, whilst
elephant
all
in
this
the
is
room.
happening- whilst all this has been happening,
Well, not in the room.
Rose, you have run off for a walk, and Seb, you have chased after.
Yep.
Yup.
Yep.
And roleplay.
Fuck.
did
Was
you
that
not
in
think we're talking
character?
this
I wasn't
through?
expecting any role play in my RPG. What?
Did we not tell you we don't want the R? We just want PG.
Fuck that. We're well past
Yeah,
that.
you
We're well
guys.
past that.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll
so
rate
she's
this
just
motherfucker.
walking, basically.
Yeah,
To
Seb
be
will,
fair,
Seb
the
will just,
parental guidance you guys have had in this campaign's been pretty shit.
Seb will just
Mm.
jog and just
Yeah,
catch up
DM.
and be like, "You okay?
Not hugely. Are you okay?
No, never."
Yep.
That's the general mood. Listen, before you told me a story, and my dad always taught me that if someone tells you a story, then you should tell them a story.
Oh,
So
God.
would you
I
like
didn't
to
eat my
indulge
mic.
me just for a second? Just for a second. I can always just fuck off if you want me to.
No, it's actually kind of nice to be away from the others for a little bit.
I was just kind of in a bit of a rut, I'll call it, for a moment there. Anyway, see, my dad was this really warm tiefling fella, and he found me in the ocean. With this, and I pull out a little stone. It's like a little stone tablet, and it just has Mestli written on it. And he says, "This is all he found me with," and that was my name. Well, not my first name, not my last name. And he was, when he found me, he was just terrified all the time that I would drown. So when I was a boy, he wanted to teach me how to swim because that was his greatest fear. He didn't want me to drown. So every so often, he would do this hilarious thing, and when he says that, he kind of does these air quotes, where he would throw me into the ocean. And I would thrash around, and he'd be yelling at me something about stepping water. I don't know how it works, whatever. And then it was an awful way to teach swimming. It was terrible. But you know what? Under the waves, when I could swim, there's a freedom in that, isn't there? In that dark, under the waves, and the depths you can see underneath you. You could just keep going down, really. But you always need to come back up to the surface, right? And my father would always be there with a helping hand. And I'll be honest with you, Rose, I don't really entirely understand the situation. I don't really know. I don't get what you're going through. But what I can do for you is I can be there for you if you like. And whenever you come up the surface of whatever your depths you're under right now, just know that I will lift you from those depths. Or lack of that, so one of those crazy bastards will probably be there as well, I imagine. If I'm not, unconscious, nor kidnapped, nor something worse. So there you go. I've said my piece. You can yell at me and tell me I'm overstepping or something.
Never been swimming before.
You've never been swimming?
Never been in the ocean.
Well, I'll have to take you sometime. I'll teach you, but I won't throw you in the ocean. If that's any-
Yeah, don't
that's
throw me in
any-
the ocean. That'd be great.
I don't want to do that. It was actually quite it was hilarious looking back on it. But honestly, just when you're a young boy, just in the middle of the ocean, there's sharks and things in there. One time I got stung by a jellyfish. It was an ordeal. Okay, it was an ordeal. Come to think of it, have you ever? Sounds silly. Have you ever seen the ocean? Other than Stillwind? Like, have you ever gone anywhere else other than that?
I've been on ships occasionally. Usually, I just use magic.
Wow. And no one taught you how to swim.
They don't really.
Despicable.
I mean, my father taught me a lot of things, but we don't really have any oceans in Avernus that you want to be swimming in.
That's fair. That seems fair.
Yeah. Thank you.
Valid
That was.
point.
That was actually kind of helpful. I just it's a lot, I don't really. That ocean analogy was really good. Thank you. Maybe we should go back. I don't want to burn anyone.
You're not going to burn anyone. Listen, before you turned up, the amount of times that Eli did similar things.
I know. When I first met you guys, he
Yep.
burnt me.
We turned. I remember that, and I'm so sorry. I never really got the chance to apologize for him.
It's
And
fine.
also, there was that one time where you guys weren't around, and we went into a tavern, and he decided we started like I can't really remember it very well. We started like a bar fight, and then
Sounds like
for
you.
some reason he just started setting things on fire, and then afterwards we got the blame for it, and then it was an ordeal. It was an ordeal, Rose. Oh, but anyway, you don't. The point being, you're not going to do any of those things because you're not stupid. No offense to him or anything. But,
Rude.
it's not going to happen.
I'm not
She's
rude, I'm not
actually
bad.
gonna laugh a little bit as well because she thinks it's hilarious. I mean, I'll try not to. I guess I can't always control it.
I understand.
But maybe just step back if I have to set things on
I
fire.
tell you what, you'll give me a warning, and I'll do my thing, and I'll flip out the way, and he'll do like a kind of like really fucking over exaggerated like karate pose or something when he says that.
Aw.
I'll flip out the way, like I always do.
Cool. I guess we should
Yeah.
get back then.
I think they're interviewing a
That
gorilla.
poor frog. Do you think it's dead by now?
I remember as I was walking away, it's kind of sat down with them, and I don't. Yeah, unless they've eaten it, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
Oh my god, that poor elephant thing. I
It
tried
slipped
to
my
hit
conscience.
him.
But you know what? This is just a really big frog, and sometimes that happens. That's okay.
You guys head back. You get back, and he's alive. The frog's still alive.
Wow.
Max is cooking dinner, cooking the meat up. Ali is being Ali.
Wow. I feel targeted.
It's me.
Ali is helping. She's being a
Ali's
good
helping.
helper.
Fuck's sake, Jack.
Fuck really knows what Eli's doing. He's probably just chilling.
Oh, he's just kind of
Deciding
he's
with
kind of
his
got like
quick
a thousand yard stare right now.
And you guys actually have an afternoon for the first time in a long time of actually being able to just sit down and relax. After a couple of hours, an odd joke here is made, an odd joke there is made, and you guys find yourself actually starting to have a nice evening. You're eating well.
I don't trust it.
You might not have the best,
You're right.
but you've got a camp. You're relatively safe at the moment.
I don't like that
Oh,
relative.
note the word relatively.
Magic that Ali has placed, your fire cannot be seen or spotted.
Squints.
Squints and
Full
scared.
stomach for the
Whose
first time
fire?
in a while.
I think before it gets like dark, Bax would probably take a wander and just check the surroundings are looking sort of
Stroll?
reasonably unchanged, safe.
Your stroll goes uneventful. You look around, there's nothing to really see. It's the odd forest animal here or there. It's weird, you haven't noticed any predator species animals anywhere. Maybe they just don't hunt in this area.
Oh, I don't like
It's
that.
literally the
Um,
her next question for them. What other shit is around the area?
There's literally nothing really around.
Is there a
Just you find that stream again where you with the bloodstains from a dead deer. You're just wandering around. You don't really find much.
Is there
So
a-
you head back. Yeah, is there a sorry?
is there a tree in like the little camp area?
Would you guys have set up camp around a tree?
I mean, if we're
I was drinking ass.
Like maybe on the outskirts of
Forest,
the
yeah.
camp area.
I'm just gonna hop up into the tree to take my rest up. And I'm gonna try and stealth a little bit in the tree, just because strangers.
Go on, beat
Stranger
28.
danger. Stealth check, please.
I hide from most of you. It's fine.
I fucking watch you.
What is Eli doing, by the way, during this whole fucking shindig?
He's just kind of staring at the fire.
All right, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna shuffle over to him. I'm gonna just
you'll
shuffle on
probably
over.
notice that Bax has kept herself pretty busy. Like, hasn't really stopped doing much of anything.
Rose is
As soon
like
as you stop, you have to deal with
alternating
shit, don't
between.
you?
She's sat next to Ali, and she's alternating between staring at the fire, staring at Eli, throwing random like bits of grass in the fire. That's kind of it.
Love it.
Fair enough.
Love it so much.
I'm just gonna scooch over to Eli. Just gonna
Your
be like,
turn, bitch.
sup?
Ribbit. Ribbit.
Hey, bud.
Oh,
I don't know why I'm being awkward about this. What the fuck happened to that boat? Because I don't really understand. I don't really get it. To be honest with you, there was talk of death and powers and all kinds of mystical shit I've never had to deal with in my life. So it's a lot to take in. I don't mean it in a horrible way. I just wanted to know from your perspective.
I did a thing, and she is not dead.
All right.
Sounds
Look,
legit.
I was gonna say, seems legit.
Cool story, bro.
You know what? We can expand on that later. That's fine.
Seems legit. I'm done.
I think that's the best you're gonna get out of him at the moment.
Yeah, that's why I was like, all right. Okay, I just wanted to say, Eli, just hear me out for a second. I know your scales are gone. I still got you back.
It's kind of looks. He's like, thank you.
You're still a scale boy to me.
Chuckles a little bit.
Basically, he's just giving you a pat on the back, and he's like, I get where you took the knighthood thing as well. I get it. I think I get it.
I don't think I do.
I mean, it seemed pretty obvious for me. You know,
How did it seem to you?
I mean, I'm just looking around the fire, and I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to say. He's literally like,
You just see a.
know what?
And I wanted to make him feel better.
We can talk about that later. That's fine. I just, you know what, Eli? It wasn't until I actually thought about saying this shit to you that I thought it was going to be, you know, unintentionally
it-
insulting. I don't know. What I meant there was, all right. I think I get it. I think I get it. It's
Well,
like you're owning it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a torch being passed. You know, you're just taking the next torch, so to speak. That kind of thing.
Suppose. Um,
Are you okay?
I really don't know.
You want to talk about it?
Maybe later.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna sleep tonight, so
That will be later.
I'll be here. Yep. Mm-hmm.
When everyone else is asleep, you don't have to worry about saying things in front of everyone else.
Yeah. Just yeah.
Just
Yeah.
imagining a really awkward bro hug.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like where you both go the same direction and almost by each other.
There you go. I'll just chill with him after that. I'm not gonna keep probing him. I feel bad.
I didn't mean for make it feel bad, but like, wait, I mean,
Emotions, bitch.
yeah, he's gonna like turn his like, are you okay?
I don't think so.
While this is going on, Bax is still like finishing up cooking. Like she just continues every now and then offers people food, and she's tidying up, and she's going to like attend to the skins and that. Like she's just constantly fucking doing
Aw.
something.
And I'm just gonna occasionally just drop down from a branch with my feet hanging on, like just ribbit thing. He's like, you know, and then just disappear again.
That's yeah. As soon as you say like, "Are you okay?" It would be smiling, and then it would just kind of drop a bit, and he'd be like, "I don't think I am."
Do you want to talk about it?
Oh,
Do you want a outsider's perspective?
No one's talking to you.
No.
nope, not really.
Fair enough. I'll go back into the tree.
In my head, everyone just turns to him like, no!
No.
Rose isn't listening really, but she's not looking like she's
Fucking hell.
listening, but just in my head.
Just people not even looking at him.
No.
Just all in unison. No.
And I'm out. And oop.
I think I lost. I
So-
think I lost my way a bit there, Eli.
How so?
I've never really wanted to kill someone before.
Yeah.
But as soon as I saw that Kenku, I don't know what happened. I kind of blacked out. There was
No. Coming from someone who knows, sometimes fires burn where they are needed, but not where they are wanted.
yeah. I've never wanted to kill people before. It's not something that's ever crossed my mind. We've fought goo people and weird things. Those are just things. They're inherently bad. This used to be a person. I know that they were dead the whole time, but they used to be a person, and I wanted to take that from them. That never really occurred to me before.
Are you guys being quiet about this part of the
Nope.
conversation? No.
I'm
I
not.
know. I picture it as low tones, but not particularly like whispering or anything.
Yeah, that kind of thing. That makes sense to me.
Bax kind of like momentarily stops being busy, and then maybe like carries on just a bit more like a bit more concentrated in what she's doing, and also rushing around. Like she feels like she doesn't be too noisy and in like interrupt them. She's just like still keeping busy, but like being really quiet and slow about it.
She's listening, but like
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
be obvious.
yeah.
Ali's
That too.
say something.
So I don't know the way that I see it. If you would like my opinion,
Of course.
is the way it is I don't know how to put into words. It's people that you care for were in danger. I mean, lot of danger, and you need to see to the putting out of that particular fire, if you understand. Whether you liked it or not.
I think this is the first time in my life that I've been alone before, that I've been surrounded by people.
No.
God.
I mean, the taking of lives is it's never an easy thing. I mean, I was very young when I took my first life. It's never good. Like, I mean, I wanted to, but I didn't. If that makes any sense.
It's necessary.
It's necessary. It's and although it's confusing and quite frankly very scary. The fact that I mean, does the fact that you wanted to scare you?
No,
No.
it's more. It's more that I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
I just did it. It was my first reaction. I didn't. I don't know. If I'm being 100% honest with you, Eli, I wasn't thinking about you or
Yeah.
Rose or Bax. I was thinking about, and he kind of just like puts his head. He's like he puts his head in his hands. He's like trying to cover his face up, basically. And he just says, "They humiliated me, Eli."
Ali's gonna come over and bring over some bits of meat bring over a couple of bits of meat, and just look at Seb as she offers him the like the little bowl of meat.
Does Bax
You killed
hear-
something. Sorry, Carol.
Sorry, just quickly, does Bax hear Seb say that?
I'm not hiding it.
Yeah.
So
Carry on, Ali.
Ali will offer Eli and Seb the little bit of meat. You killed something that was already dead. You freed it from its servitude. You did nothing wrong.
Before, like, while Ali says that, Bax will just pick up her hunting knife and she'll just stab it into the nearest tree at what Seb says, and then she'll go. She'll pick up her bow and go, "I'm going to check the surroundings." She'll go.
What was that? So you're going to check what? Sorry.
She's going to go and check the surroundings again. She needs to do something. She needs to be busy.
You stab a dagger into the tree at a time. Sitting like,
Well, I'm pretty sure she can't reach where you are.
So, Bax, you go out for a little walk, and you're wandering around. Kind of thinking.
Fuck it, I'll go after her.
Rose, are you gonna make it obvious that you're following her, or are you gonna?
I'm gonna leave it like I just did then, to the point where I'm gonna leave it just for like a minute, maybe two, and then just like sigh, get up. So when I get up, there are handprints, like black handprints, on the grass where her hands have been on fire while she's been listening to the guys. And then she just like goes up. Like she's been deciding whether she's gonna go or not, and then she's eventually like a minute later decides she's gonna go. And tries to follow Bax.
So Bax, you're walking around with your thoughts on the previous few hours. Your thoughts on what Seb just said about him being humiliated.
Yeah, my thoughts based on her backstory. Obviously, it's particularly, I mean, obviously a bit on the knowledge of her dad, but it's particularly on the moment where she walked up and saw Seb tied to that fucking thing with those fucking pirates. So it's all hitting a little too close to home for her.
Rose, as I said, are you just following stealthily or just?
Yeah, nope.
Nonsense?
Not even a little bit.
So
God.
eventually you pick up the sound of being followed, and you figure it's one of your friends.
She probably trips over a root or something and swears.
You hear a swear that sounds a lot like Rose's voice.
Just random infernal.
I was gonna say thank fuck for that, because like, please don't make me have to shoot a random arrow towards voices.
It's just the two of you.
Hey.
Hi. You good?
No, you?
Nope.
Are you walking? I mean, obviously you're walking because
Appear
you're.
to be.
Yeah. As in character, she's super fucking awkward. She's like barely making eye contact.
Just checking the surroundings, you know. Make sure it's safe.
Yeah, Ali did a bubble thing too, so that should probably help. Hopefully.
Still nice to make sure. Nice
Ah.
to keep busy.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I wanted to say that I'm sorry about
Oh god.
that what happened on the boat.
It wasn't your fault. I don't know why you're saying sorry.
He wouldn't have found me if if it was me. He wouldn't have been there, or if he wasn't looking for me. He wouldn't have tried to hurt you all. He wouldn't have done the things he did.
I think you'll find if it wasn't for the fucked up decisions of people that should have known better, those events wouldn't have happened.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The blame's not yours. Don't worry. What's done is done. As your father said, it's too late. Anyhow, there's no use. What's the point in dwelling? What could have been?
Yes. Look, I don't really know what I'm doing with any of this. I know that we don't really get on. Like with the others. But I don't really have. I never really had friends. Or people I even liked before this. And
You and me both.
oh, that makes sense.
In fact, I remember the last time I ever had friends. It was my 7th birthday. The day my father told me we was moving.
Dad issues, me too.
Mhm.
So let's I give a shit about you. Just I'm not don't really know how to do it. If that makes sense. You're a lot more work than the others, which is fine. It's
I'll take that as a compliment.
like I said, I don't really know what I'm doing. But like even though I'm a bit shit, like. So what we checking? Where's the things? Show me how to do this. Let's do the thing.
Well, first I check for tracks. I look for anything that looks different to what I've seen previously. Obviously discounting our own tracks.
Yeah, that makes sense. And she'll like try her best to like look at the tracks and stuff.
Listen to the noises of the surroundings. Try and get familiar with this place.
Cool. Yeah, that.
And then every now and then I just check the trees, where the moss grows. It's always good to make sure you're aware of a rough location. Well,
Can I have both of you roll me
area.
a perception check, please, whilst
Oh God.
Oh fuck.
My passive 17 and then novel perception.
That was needed.
Rose, whilst you're looking on, you're not really picking up on everything that Bax is trying to point out to you or show you.
I'm barely looking.
You're starting to understand the basics. You're barely looking.
Mood.
Bax, same as before, there is nothing at all out of the unusual, nothing weird. Until suddenly there's little, like, what looks to be like little glowing lights start floating up from the ground in the area you are.
I will put my hand out in front of Rose and just like, stop.
And these lights just float up and start floating up. And more start floating up in different areas around you. These lights are coalescing and
What the
forming shapes. They're forming small orbs of light that then seem to be following off into the distance. Just almost a trail of lights going into a certain direction.
Are they magical? They're magical, right?
I'll detect magic.
They are illusion magic.
Can I tell? Hang on. Faint aura. Objects near buzzing. Can I see where they're coming from or where they're being cast from?
No, you can just sense illusion.
Yeah.
It's called illusion magic.
Cool. Yeah, definitely magic. Lizard magic. Is it going towards camp or away from camp?
Both.
Oh.
So there's a stream trail that goes towards the camp, and there's a trail that goes away. And
If I look,
the guys at the camp, the same thing has happened to you. On the floor, suddenly lights have started flowing up from the ground and forming these orbs that go off into a trail, off into the direction that Bax and Rose went.
Robert? Do these mean anything?
Pardon?
Do these mean anything to me at all?
You know of?
Should we get back to camp and make sure the others are okay?
I think that might be
how-
wise. I mean, my magic is very limited, as you are well aware.
Yeah, mine's not especially reliable. I don't think right now.
Let's head back. Yeah,
So
fastest
DM,
route.
Yes.
having been in the woods for like traveling through these woods for the last like little bit, would I have seen this before?
Can you make me a religion check, please?
Yeah, I can. That's-
But he doesn't want to.
Cool, that'll do it. Yeah. So you've never seen this happen before, but you've heard of this. You've heard that this area of Wildmount is apparently recently been known for appearances of an entity known as the Traveller.
Oh fuck.
And
Fuck's
that
sake.
this entity, when he's feeling, when he either wants to help someone, or he feels sorry for someone, or he feels that there's lost or weary travelers, he tends to use these to show a path to something. Most of the time, when these lights have been used, it's been a path to something that's helped someone. There have been stories of people who've been lost in the forest, and this path has guided them out. There have been stories of people who've gone to pilgrimages here and have been lucky enough to discover this path of light, supposedly left by the Traveller, and have gone on like vision quests or have found great epitome. What's the word?
like an epiphany.
Epiphany. That's it, not epitome. Epiphany, and have had great epiphanies, and you've had stories of people coming here and finding the orbs have led to a place of treasure or the discovery of a new plant. It seems to be the orbs tend to point towards help that whoever is behind them feels the people need, from what the stories that you've heard are.
Lots of Xanax.
And yeah, in this case, it might be a lot of anti-anxiety medication,
Fire extinguisher.
anger meditation lessons, or something like that.
Oh, an elephant.
But
Would you just let it go with that fucking elephant?
Hey,
These
it's the elephant in the
orbs.
room.
We chased him off. He's gone.
For now, like
yeah,
I would probably be taken back a bit and before leaping out of my tree. Because yay for monks, I've got slow fall and stuff like that.
yeah, you're fine. You
fucking
leap out your
hell.
tree, you take 0 damage.
Robert.
Croak.
Aren't these lights in the direction that your friend went? Robert.
Do you know what they are?
Why are you saying ribbit after everything?
Robert. I don't know, I'm a frog, it's a stereotype.
It only happens when I'm nervous.
The nervous tick.
I can't, Robert, help it.
Is it like a hiccup? What is it? Like,
I don't think that's the point we'd need to be focusing on.
These lights are by the stories tell of a trickster deity. One for weary travelers. They can guide you to treasure or something that you may need but not quite desire. It's they don't.
sounds like a lot of fucking hassle.
Yes, but at the same time, they're very rare to appear.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really put my stock in gods these days, so you guys can go ahead. I'm not going.
No.
Well, your friends are out there, and these lights are
Yep.
going off in their direction.
Ali's just going to stand up and walk, follow them.
I will hop alongside.
Oh fuck.
I just wanna.
Hey, I know these woods. I've been travelling through these woods for the last week or so. I know them better than you.
Okay, there's no
So,
need to be a dick
Sebony,
about it.
Are you staying behind?
Let's just go do whatever Seb does at the moment.
I mean, I look at Eli. I'm like, do you want to go?
I mean,
You do, don't you?
I
can see it on your
don't
face.
think they're very. I don't think they're gonna harm us, so I think we'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you just go turn. Alright, it's like, listen. He's just gonna, hand on the shoulder,
Oh shit.
look him in the face, and he's gonna be like, listen. A little bit of shame never hurt anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just gonna look away.
And then I'll just like fucking tiptoe behind him, I guess.
Yeah.
So, eventually you guys meet in the middle. Bax and Rose, I'm assuming you guys were either making your way back to camp or staying where you were. Am I correct in thinking
We're
that?
making our way back, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys meet in the middle. Rose and Bax on their way back, the rest of you on your way out. It's not long until you bump into each other. Something the rest of you guys notice is once you've bumped into Bax and Rose, the orbs keep going. They didn't seem to be guiding you to those two.
Hey.
Is this any of you?
Apparently, this guides people to something they may need. Apparently, it's very rare.
Oh yay!
Bitch, roll an insight check on me. Tell me if I'm lying.
And you were all following it?
Well, I mean,
Following it is as good a place as any to go.
Why not? It was just saying to Rose, it's always good to keep busy, right? And she's going to turn around and she's going to follow the way.
Okay.
Side
so
note,
you
DM,
guys-
we packed up any
yeah.
of our shit on the way, and we bought their bags. Well, at least I'm assuming they did. I didn't. but
Yeah,
still.
mine's always on my back.
Yeah, Bax has a
So,
bag.
following along these lights, you guys are following along for a while. You notice as you're following along, the sun's setting and night is starting to form. You start to hear the noises of nocturnal creatures now, as well as those regular noises of the forest. And as it gets darker, the lights, the orbs glow a slight bright green glow. Even though they're white orbs, they seem to be giving off a bright
Bax
green
will
aura.
keep her bow out.
Keep your bow out. And eventually, the orbs lead you to a clearing. Where there is just a hut in the middle of a clearing.
Ali's just going to walk straight up to it.
Yeah,
Ali,
Bax
wait.
is just going to keep walking.
I'm gonna take my copious out and be like, "Whoa, hold on,
I will hop alongside Ali.
Yeah,
motherfucker!"
Bax is walking with Ali as well.
I'm gonna go up to Ali and try and grab her arm. We can't just randomly stroll up to someone's house.
How
and-
far away is the hut?
From where you guys are, it's about 20 foot away from the edge of the clearing. It's
Okay.
the-
Question:
Bax
are
just-
there a load
yeah.
of brambles about? Is it rather swampy?
Bax will walk up to it, but kind of skirt round it, just surveying.
Is there an old green woman in there?
I'll let you know. I'll let you know what you see. So it's
Can
a
I-
bright.
Can I
Sorry,
do like
yes,
a
yeah.
fucking little fucking delta roll and just kind of stealth around it and
Go for it.
yeah, I'll just stealth near like the
So
door or
what you
near
guys see is
Bax
in
or whatever.
Yeah, I suppose I better stealth.
Hut that seems to be
Oof.
it's like a log cabin, but quite big. Seems to be big enough
Stealth.
for there's a few rooms in there. It seems to be old. The log cabin itself, you can see a bit of moss growing out of some of the wood.
Do I get?
Around, you see what looks to be a very well kept garden. Flower, like little bushes of different varieties of flower dotted about. All the flowers seem to have little mini versions of the orbs just floating around them. And what you notice is when you break into clearing, all the orbs, once you've got there, start slowly drifting into clearing and splitting back up into hundreds of different types of lights, floating around, illuminating this clearing. They seem to be, the lights themselves seem to be almost interacting with each other, playing with each other. All of you don't feel calm. You're still your anxious, emotionally fucked up selves. But you get the sense wash over you that there is no danger. There's nothing to worry about. Everything is safe.
Bax is going to look at
wins.
Seb.
Okay.
Bax is going to look at Seb standing next to her and just like really quietly like look at the lights and just go, it's kind of pretty.
Ali will just look at Rose when she grabs her. We've got to go somewhere sometime.
I think we
And
should just
she-
be careful.
And she's going to wild shape into a weasel.
Sprinkle.
And
Ship into Weasel.
run
Into a dead
over
weasel?
towards into a weasel.
Into a dead weasel. Yeah.
Not dead weasel yet. Not yet.
I'm
I have-
convinced Sprinkle is a level 20 monk.
I have one kitten's worth of health.
A kitten's worth.
Kitten's worth, yeah.
Yep.
And I will run over to the hut and try and peer in.
Seb will look at Bax and kind of be like, I mean, it's blue.
So-
They are blue, right? They're blue, right? Or are they all colours?
What's blue? Sorry.
The lights. Are they like all colours or?
No, they're bright white lights with a little green.
Oh, okay. I thought they were kind of like all the colours.
Seb is colorblind. They're blue,
Yes,
right?
he is red-green colorblind. Apparently, I don't know.
Yeah. So as a weasel, there are windows on, like, windows and with actual glass as well, like on the sides of the cabin. As you peer through one of the windows, at the same time, the door opens. So as you're peering through the windows, you see what looks to be a very large room with quite a few, what looks to be very comfortable chairs, a nice open fireplace, food cooking. You see what looks to be a very, very comfortable looking land. There are enough seats for all of you. There seems to be bottles of wine and pictures around the fire. It seems like a really lovely place, and at the same time as you see that, the door opens and the rest of you just see, stepping forward, just this human male. And he just steps forward, just, there you guys are. I was told you might be showing up tonight.
Told by
please
who?
do come in.
Ali is
The
going to
spirits,
move.
darling. Who else?
Ali is going to move
I
back
didn't hear that.
towards Rose.
I will hop forward.
I'll stand protectively in front of Ali a little bit.
So whoever
Who-
said I didn't hear that, he
Me.
turned to you and said, "The spirits, darling. Who else? Please, I will explain all. Do come in." And he hurries back inside, and he go, "Would you guys follow?"
I do.
Fuck it. She's gonna follow.
I will go in last.
So you all follow in, and as you go in, you see what he's doing. Is he's running over to a secondary fire where there seems to be a big pot eating over it. How many of you like tea? It's quite a nice little herbal tea I've grown lately. Who would like a cup?
You're okay, thank you. Just eaten
What's
and
in it?
well fed and watered.
Sally, forgive us if we are not if we are cautious.
Oh, of course I forgive you. You guys have had a horrible day. Oh, I would hate
And
to
what
live
would
through what
you
you guys just lived
know
through.
about that?
Thank you.
Slight fireball.
Yeah.
Ali is just gonna. It's still in Weasel. Is going to climb up just climb up Rose's like back.
Yeah, that's fine. She's used to having her cat there anyway.
Yeah, being careful of the
Ah,
cat. Just
is she an albino weasel? In my head, she's
Sure, why
she's
not?
like an albino weasel. Sorry.
Yeah, why not?
Aww.
Cute things.
Yeah, that actually makes sense given her. Yeah.
If not tea, how about wine or some ale? I have both of those as well.
Who are you to offer sanctuary to strangers?
Me? Oh, just an old man, living a life long forgotten.
What
the
does he
world.
look like?
He looks like he's in his mid-20s.
Claiming to be an old man.
He's got
Wow.
Literally
pale
the
white hair,
same age as
pale white
Bax.
hair, quite short.
Bruh.
He is wearing very simple, like clothing seen for wear. He doesn't seem to be carrying any items of any kind.
Yeah.
He seems to be quite skinny.
So can I insight check him anyway, just because,
Yeah.
banter?
Bax will say, "Old man, I'm pretty sure you look around the same age as I do."
Sold to me.
So quickly for the insight check, Clovis, he's hard to read.
Okay.
And as you say that, Bats, he turns to you and goes, "Oh, Miss Liz Taylor, looks can be very deceiving, very, very so."
How do you know my name? And she's gonna like put a hand to the hilt of her sword.
The spirits, have I? Is it not
Sure,
obvious already?
spirits.
Yeah. Here's a question.
Spirits
When you
tell
say
me.
spirits, do you mean a bottle of whatever you're about to pick up, or do you mean
Fancy
dead
magical
folks?
lights.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
I mean the ones who guided you to...
That's not hard to do, and then she'll cast dancing lights.
Oh.
And so yeah, you cast dancing lights and he goes, "I do enjoy that spell. It's been a while since I've seen it used." But no, these and he gestures outside a window to a patch of these dancing, almost playful lights. No, these are the spirits of the forest.
And why would
They
they
are the
guide
last-
us to?
Oh shit! I look at Bax and I'm like, dear.
Would
Aw.
Ali be at all familiar with this concept, given her background?
Anyone
Getting
who
some
wants
Willow
to,
Wisp
I'll say,
vibes.
because this is something that does occur in other areas. So anyone who wants to make a
Make a
religion check,
Can I argue for a history check because of my excessive reading?
yes, you can.
Thank you.
No, I'm gonna veto myself out because I only knew about one religion. So fuck this.
I've already done one.
Would it still be religion for me, considering Fae backgrounds?
Do I still get advantage?
I'll tell you what, you can pick religion or history, and Bax, no, you don't get advantage.
Good effort, though.
Favorite terrain, not favorite story.
Ah, balls.
I met Sim.
Alright, so Rose clocks on at this point that he means what he's trying to say is that it's not that he's outright said it, but you're able to connect what he's saying with stories and documents you've read describing what spirits look like on different deities' planes of existence, and how on one plane of existence there's a deity who's literally got a beach where each grain of sand is a different spirit, different person who once lived. And looking outside, you realise that what this man is saying is that those
Dead
lights
people.
out there are the spirits of a lot of dead people of some kind.
Great. Dead people.
Is she saying that in character?
Maybe
Is
under
that
her
okay?
breath. Under her breath.
Not just dead people, my dear Rose. This is the lost race of mine. You see, I talk to these spirits for they used to be me. They used to be my kind. Yet now here I am, all alone, the last living soul. And
And
finally,
what-
I have company beyond the dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
What,
And is that why
what-
we're
when
here?
you say you're kind, what exactly? What kind exactly would that be?
Dear.
I am what's described as a half man,
A half man.
half god, half man. I am
Like a
not
demigod.
quite.
You have never seen a more suspicious look, Weasel.
Okay, I guess half man is a bad way of putting it.
Are you?
I'm
You're a
part of the
demigod.
firstborn,
What?
the first creatures created by the gods. We were their children at one point.
Oh, so you're a dude. Okay.
What?
Are you?
Is that genuinely feels like what?
You're just a person. You're not.
Facts,
you're
like,
just-
I mean,
Oh
you're just
no,
a
I'm not.
person.
I'm not human. If that's what you're trying to say.
No, me neither, buddy. Like, it's just you're just
I
a
mean,
person.
Fax has met several races of,
Like how-
like people, but obviously her knowledge isn't that great. She's just gonna be like, so what? You're older than like an elf? No.
I mean,
I was born before elves existed as a race.
so you're an old elf.
Are you older than a dragon?
Oof.
Depends on the dragon.
No? I'm not older than the mother of dragons herself, but I am older than dragon.
This is all very nice, but
see.
why the fuck are we here?
Yeah, that's yep. That's a lot of questions.
The lights of the traveler.
Small girl makes a
Spirits.
very good.
That is actually a very common misconception. The traveler didn't send you here, my foxy little friend.
No one sent
The
us here. We
traveller
walked
created
here.
this area.
Oh, whoa. How petite little.
Sorry, I did not
Seems
mean any
kinda-
offense.
Actually, why am I getting offended on your behalf? Fucking do your thing.
So anyway, he looks at the Grong and he says that it's very common people believe the traveler causes this. He doesn't actually cause this. The traveler is a fun one. He visits from time to time. We talk and we laugh, but he did not create this place. He protects this place, but he has nothing to do with what goes on inside.
Right, but what
Okay.
are we doing here? Right now.
Why exactly?
I
Yes.
don't know, Seb.
Why did your
Okay, so how
Spirits brought
how
you
do you
here
know
for a
everyone's
Pretty
reason.
names?
guide us here?
Spirits brought you here for a reason, and they don't always answer my requests straight away.
And
I'll
you're
be honest with you.
creepy
I
little-
did not vote to come here. I followed my friends because they wouldn't
Reasons.
stay behind with me, so that's why I'm
Ah.
here.
An innocence lost. Sad your story.
I'm sorry.
You're gonna want to shut the fuck up.
As to why you're here, I do have a couple of guesses.
If you seem to know so much already, why bother guessing?
Because I do not know this.
So how do you know anything
I-
else?
Spirits tell me, of course.
Ah,
but
yes,
they
creepy
tell
dead
me
friends.
What they choose. They
Fucking
only
hell.
tell me what they want to tell me. I can't force them to tell me anything they don't want.
Ali
They
will
tell me, for example, a group are coming, and they tell me what's happened to you. And they tell me of your half brother, Rose.
Oh, you don't wanna. Ah,
And in fact, he is one of my guesses as to why you are here.
I thought he was about to say guests and fucking hell.
I
Fucking yeet my
I-
existence.
just had a fucking heart attack. I was like, if I have to see
income
Ready
step.
to die, bro. Ready
Jesus
to die.
Christ!
if that
I-
fucking
Oh
death
my
ticket shows
God.
up. My
I
god.
won't lie, I almost gave this character a white mask.
Definitely would have been attacked.
That is
Then you would have been
bad
attacked
idea.
as well.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Justifiably.
Yeah.
I believe he might be one of the reasons. However, it is only one of the 3 reasons I believe you've been brought here.
And what are the others?
Go on then. Yeah, but at the same time, Bax will say, "Go on then. What are the others?"
The second is to do with a danger long forgotten. And the third is actually for you, Quilvis, my little friend.
Ribbit.
The spirits tell me if you continue on this path, you will find your goal.
Or
That's
death?
all I know. No, not death, apparently. They say that you will succeed, Quilvis, but that you'll need friends to help you out.
Where am I supposed to find those?
Well,
Ali,
good luck.
Ali's,
Good luck.
Ali's gonna, because she can do this in wild shape, use her telepathy and say to this guy, and everyone will be able to hear it. Just about had enough of all this cryptic shit. Had enough of that at home. How about you get to the point?
Rose is going to reach up and scritch the weasel's head.
Yep.
She's very happy with this.
Fuck yes, Ellie. Fuck yes.
How am I meant to make friends when I can't even touch people?
I will
Aw.
touch Quilvis's hand.
Yeah,
Okay, you need to
nothing
make a
happens to
Constitution
him.
saving throw.
No, I
No, he
don't.
doesn't. No, he doesn't. He's immune to poison.
I'm immune.
Oh, babe.
Friend!
Yeah, that's right, bitch. Says here to save everyone problems.
Oh, babe.
Yay! Someone that can't poison.
And
What's
I am
for
going to
you,
look
by the way,
very
Ali?
concerned and like shocked that someone's actually touching my skin.
I'll look at him and be like, "Don't expect this to be a regular thing." And I'll take my hand away.
So, Ali, as a response to yours, I'm sorry, I do not know this language all too well. Just a struggle of mine speaking. So I apologize if I come off as cryptic. If we were speaking my own language, trust me, I would be as clear as you
What?
are.
And what is your own
What's your
language?
language? Yeah.
You haven't heard of it, trust me. And he starts speaking. It's nothing any of you guys understand, but it appears to be almost sing-songy, but also with a bit of rhythm to it, and it's almost as though 2 voices are speaking at once.
This guy
Is it
speaks
celestial?
Eminem. Fuck.
And it sounds beautiful. It's close to celestial, but it's not quite.
Do I understand any of it as I know celestial?
No, but you can tell that it's close to celestial. In the same way that you can tell that English is based off
Gross.
of Latin, but doesn't have. You can't understand Latin by understanding English. No, and he says, but anyway, that's the reason you're here. The third I have said, and reason number 2, I believe, is you guys who, and he's looking this time. He looks at you, Eli, and you said,
What?
you guys who had the fun of stopping a slave of the darkness.
DM?
I don't like this.
Yeah.
With help, of course, from what were at the time new friends. He said, this time gesturing to Bax and to Rose.
I'm gonna look to Seb and I'm like, is he talking speaking?
You mean the business with the? I'm just looking at him. I'm like the business with the key. Is that what you're talking about?
Ah, yes, the planar bolt. An item so
Yep.
dangerous in its conception.
Rose
I have a
steps
question.
back.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'm gonna go on the wild assumption they're not all knowing.
Me?
Otherwise,
no
no.
one's all knowing.
Okay,
Not
great.
even the gods.
Well,
Yeah, powerful.
do you have a
Not
way
that
that you
things
can
like
find out things for me, possibly?
that. I do have ways at my disposal, yes.
Could you help a
still
guy
alive.
out? Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
But hurt.
All right. started good and didn't end well. Okay, should have asked.
The ashes you found weren't his, but were that of the rest of the crew.
Okay.
They were attacking the ship to find the item you carry with you, Mestali.
You don't get to call me that. You call me
There are
Seb.
more slaves of the darkness looking for you, Mestali.
He asked you not to call him that.
Literally just said, don't call him that.
Yeah. Listen to him.
Ah,
Has a
but
mouth.
he
He's
does
speaking
not
the language.
understand the
can.
importance of the name he has been given.
It's a bit. It was written on a fucking stone. Okay.
And the stone came from a larger chunk of prophecy. That one
Oh.
named Mestali shall save the chains, and together shall rule.
What?
However,
Wait, what?
you're proving
What?
destiny.
What?
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 Mestali shall free the chain, and together shall they rule.
Oh, fuck. Mentally keeping that for
Shit.
later when I go sit and read my book.
I'm gonna keep that one fucking logged in the old
Rose,
brain there.
Rose, that actually tipped into you. When you read that book you found in the Mage's Tower,
Yeah.
there was mention of a prophecy, and it mentions. Sorry, not the book, the notes he was writing.
Yeah, I have a
translated
book
parts of
as
the
well.
notes. In translated parts of the notes, it says, we are still trying to find M. The key shall be found.
Oh, shit.
And it clicks M, Mestali. Then Rose, that clicks with those notes that were deciphered, but also then clicks again with the book.
Yeah.
In the book, it states that a key is needed to unlock the chains.
Yeah. No mention of Mesley or M or anything in the book. You didn't write too much now, if not.
Nothing by name, but there are mentions of a half. The way the book says it is a part man, but the sword you need shall free the one we want.
Well, shit.
And
Just gonna hide
Rose,
the
with your intelligence as well, because this is all going on in your head in a split second.
Yeah.
So you're likely to tell the group this in a second.
Yeah.
But then with your intelligence, you put together Mestali said the key, and there was a drawing in the book of what looks to be a groove that you'd fit something into, a weird sword, and M will be found. And you start figuring out that there's a possibility that weird sword could be referring to Seb's
Kopesh, yeah.
and that a Kopesh looks kind of angled and a bit like a key.
Shit.
Well, we're fucked.
Boy.
That's all that happens in your head in a split second.
Yeah, I've got the perfect reaction gif. Continue. I'm just gonna like freak out in character for the next 20 seconds and not hear what he's saying unless it's important.
He then goes on to say, "However, do not worry. You're already living how you weren't supposed to, Mestali. And for that, the gods smile. You're proving that destiny is never set in stone. Keep proving, and you have no fear."
Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's slow this wagon down. What the fuck?
All I know is what I've just told you, and that slave or to the darkness that you dealt with is one of but a full cult of slaves. What you thought was over is not quite over yet. However, that is a worry for the future.
I mean,
And just one of my guesses as to why you're here. It could be that nothing I say ever comes to pass. It could be everything I say comes to pass, but in a way that I didn't expect myself. This is just information I am told to pass on.
Told by who? The spirits.
The spirit.
Fuck the spirits.
Yep.
Yep.
Bax is gonna.
And my final guess as to why you're here is your half brother, Rose.
What of it?
Fuck me.
Yours, I'm told, will only end in heartbreak, I'm afraid, Rose.
Nothing's
And I
new
am
there.
truly sorry for the suffering I cannot abate. One sibling must kill the other. That is the only way this will end.
I'm fine with that. Sounds pretty cut and dry to me.
But he has a weakness.
Which is,
That mask is
we've
his
heard.
power. That mask is his focus. That mask can be destroyed.
With the light bow thing, we know. Anything useful to add about that?
In fact, yes. Were you told what it can be destroyed by?
Yeah, magic arrow from a magic bow.
Close. Magic crossbow.
Magic belt, magic crossbow. I'm like
he turns around,
scrolling
goes
through my
into his
notes.
Fucking
Um,
semantics, that shit,
As he
innit?
turns
Really.
back around, you see this glowing crossbow.
What?
Or
The entire crossbow itself is crystalline. There is no metal, no wood. It's all crystal.
Yeah,
Bax has got grabby
I
hands.
try and grab that. Yeah,
Yeah, Bax
immediately.
has got grabby hands.
There's no rope to pull back or anything. All it is
Lightbringer.
on
There we
the
go.
top
Found
of the
it.
crossbow where the bolt goes at the very front. There's a little latch.
Found it.
You pull back, and he shows you, and he pulls this latch back, and just a beam of light starts slowly getting pulled back.
That's what we need. Yeah. That's the Lightbringer.
It was given to me long ago. I was told I must hand it on to those who needed more one day.
That would most
I
definitely
assume
be
so
us.
today.
Just that simple.
This is Lightbringer.
well, while you guys inspect that, it's been a pleasure meeting you. Bye. And I'm gonna walk out.
Bax will follow.
Nope.
Do you want to be followed, Seb?
I don't mind. I don't care.
Because you are being a rogue, you can stealth if you
Yeah,
want.
I can, but I mean, I'm not gonna. I just want to get out the building. That's all.
Cool. So you walk out. This man presents you the crossbow, Rose.
So you're just going to hand this over that simply.
Don't mention that
Ah.
yet.
He looks at you, Ali the Weasel. Not all things in life are hard. I understand you've had a difficult time, poor Ali Basta.
If you've ever seen a weasel eye twitch.
Stick with these new friends, and future should be bright.
I mean,
I don't like this.
so is that it? Can we go?
And when he goes, well, you're always welcome to stay here for the night. You'd be safe from any harm,
Would you be here?
from any animals.
Fucking
Of
hell!
course, I live here.
Jesus Christ!
Are you going to be in your house?
In the morning,
so many zingers today. So many fucking zingers.
in the
Jesus.
morning, I shall transport you to the correct continent. So you are back where you need to be.
I'll turn to Eli. Do we stay here?
I mean, I think if we stay in here, we've got to fight. I mean, I don't know. Is it any safer than sleeping in the middle of the woods?
I mean,
There is magic around this clearing that protects it from any dangerous animals.
and there's a door.
I think let's just sleep here. Yeah, sleep. Yeah.
Okay.
Eli.
Is that okay with
Yeah,
you? And
I-
I'll switch the alley weasel. I
Everyone
like
else
Karen
staying,
I like
then
Karen Weasel form.
only for 4 hours a time.
Eli.
Mm.
Eli, would you step forward, please?
Oh, you don't wanna seriously
I
fucking.
mean, okay.
This dude's been through enough. Leave him alone.
Oh God. Eli, no.
He's
You're
gonna
not
walk
there.
up and he's gonna go, you had great power within you,
Jesus.
and you gave it up to save the life of a friend.
Ellie, you
Do
might want to get ready
miss
to
the
move.
power you once had?
Kind of thinks for a second. Kind of looks back at Rose. He's like,
No, don't do that.
yeah, I think it's in better hands.
Again, he also looks over at Rose. But do you miss it? Is the question I ask.
I mean, does anyone miss an eye when it's gone?
I wouldn't know. I've never missed an eye.
Yes, I do.
Well, I believe you've earned it. If you
I-
could just pass me my umbrella, I must take you somewhere. And you
What's
see by
going
the
on?
door, there's like a
Buckaroo.
little tub with a load of umbrellas, and there's just one
Big.
sticking out.
Big heckaroonie right there.
Just pass me that one with the red tilt. Red tip.
Shirzies. Yeah, he'll do it.
So he goes out, you pick up the umbrella, you bring it back to him. He takes it, and he just chuckles and just gives it a flick. And the umbrella kind of explodes out a little flash of just almost light, like very subtle flash of light, and transforms and shifts into a staff. And he just goes, "Here you go, Eli. Try not to start any more tavern brawls." And he passes you the staff.
Thank you.
No promises.
Well, if you guys would all like to settle down, you may make beds anywhere around here. Help yourself to anything that is cooking, and help yourself to any drinks or food that you find. The spirits call me, and I cannot resist their call for too long. And he just kind of walks into another room, leaving you guys to it.
Are we all
so
just
what you
oofing at
guys-
this point?
At this point, it's about 8, 9 p.m.
I think Dax and Seb are just standing patiently. Get the fuck out.
Thinking
You're
that
gonna
we're
be
just
standing
leaving.
there a long
Looking
time.
at their imaginary watches.
I'll go and press my fucking face up against the window.
Everyone seems to be settling in.
That was it.
Eli's
Audibly
not
from the
helping
outside.
himself to like drink.
Son of a bitch.
Wow, this is yeah. Wow, hello childhood memories.
Oh,
Look at all the
wow.
friends doing stuff that she's not involved in.
Oh, I'm just gonna look at her and be like, we can go back in if you want back. So I don't know why I came out here because I thought he was a dick. I'll be honest with you.
I mean, you're kind of right.
Yeah, he's an asshole that gives.
How long?
gift, apparently.
How long did all that take?
Probably not
Few
4 hours.
minutes, not
No, I'm not thinking 4 hours, but
that entire interaction will take about half an hour. So what are you guys all doing?
I'm gonna go drink copious amounts of alcohol so I can talk to Eli. I think.
Jesus fucking hell.
If there's alcohol, fuck it, I might as well.
I'll just stand outside with backs for a little while before being like, "Oh, let's just go in. This just feels really weird." Yeah, no, let's just. I'll just walk in.
Flying through the window, people. See you.
Yeah.
I'll
Back
make
to
sure he's gone
fire.
first. I want to make sure this fucking
Yeah, when
dickhead
you
is
walk in,
gone.
he's not. He doesn't seem to be in the room anymore.
I'll
Good.
literally have the copious out, like ready to fucking kill him if I see him.
Oh
sort
god,
of
now I
thing.
talk to Seb again at some point about his fucking sword.
Son of a bitch.
I think we've all got to talk to Seb
uh,
at some point now.
Ali's just kind of lost on the whole thing because she doesn't know what the fuck this is all
Is
about.
Ali still a weasel?
Me
Yeah,
neither.
Yeah,
Bax
for
is
the
a bit
moment.
confused.
If Ali's still a weasel, I feel like Rose is for
Yeah,
some
for the
reason
moment.
a lot more comfortable with her in weasel form for some reason.
To be fair, most people are probably a lot less threatening if they were.
Well,
turned
she's
into
used to
weasels.
like just having like her and her cat thing.
Yeah,
so
but there's not many small
Talk back.
creatures that just talk telepathically back
yeah,
at you.
no, it's cool. I
Oh my
like
god.
it.
You could pair up with the Quilvis and do like hypnotone.
So yeah, you're all
There's a
now
lot of
inside
things.
the same room. Rose, you've got a lot to think about, and you've now got this.
I've started drinking.
What have you done with the crossbow?
Will it fit in my? Oh, it won't fit in my backpack at all, will it?
No.
I wouldn't have thought.
It also seems to be very fragile.
Just get shot at your other crossbow.
Yeah, well, my other crossbow folds in. That's why it fits in my bag. I don't really know what to do with it. It won't fit on my back.
I
Not.
wouldn't recommend
I wouldn't
getting
know
a
if
bag
it's
of holding. I'd
breakable.
try one
Yeah.
of those ones and it nearly killed me.
So I'm gonna start drinking. If Ali doesn't
Yeah.
start, if Ali stays in weasel form, I'm gonna like occasionally talk to her. It's cool if
Yeah,
not.
She's fine to sit there for a while.
Aww.
That's cute.
Yeah, I'll just like
She's
mutter
She's got
stuff.
like 3.5 more hours.
I'll
before
like
she has to
I'll
read
send you some
volleyball.
random stuff that she like says randomly,
Okay.
or whatever, because I can't think of anything right in a second. But she spends like maybe an hour or so drinking.
Oh god.
She'll like
Oh,
maybe go
no.
over to me like a couple of times and they're like, "Do you want a drink?" instead of actually saying anything.
Oh, he is
Oh,
muted
God.
himself.
Oh god,
Just gonna get good and drunk.
something
There's just a
small
mute
as
sign
a weasel
over
drinking
Eli's face.
alcohol.
Right, so Eli's gonna try and like figure out what this stuff is.
So you spend some time with the staff, and as you start to focus on it, you realize there's slight magical energy coming out of it, and you're like, this could be an attunement item possibly. So you figure, okay, do you attune to it?
Yeah.
So you spend some time with it, and you attune to it, and the second you're attuned, you feel this warmth fill your body, a warmth you haven't felt since you gave up your sorcerer powers 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
God, it's been a fucking day.
All right. Just wait to dig deep
You
there.
feel
Fucking
a
hell.
burning heat, and everyone looks over and sees what looks to be red flow through Eli's body.
Now that's one
And
killer
Eli, you
STI.
feel good. You feel very good as you realise you are currently holding a staff of fire.
Fuck yeah.
I can't cast it naturally, so I have a stick to throw flames.
Yeah, you've got a staff of
Better
fire.
than not having.
You have
Better
a
than not
big
having a
matchstick.
staff of fire.
It's a big matchstick.
Yep.
Um,
But just
Shame I'm
occasionally.
with that.
You guys all look over and notice something really weird. The second this is done and you've got the fire and everything up your arm, something else appears next to you, and it's actually your weapon that you were given to defend Rose with. And the two items start floating together without you realizing, and
Oh god.
floating around
More
each
drinking.
Oh
other.
lord.
Start merging into
At this
each
point,
other,
Bax is
both
going to just put a
weapons.
hand out to Rose.
Yeah,
and when
she'll-
it's done, you are
Uh-oh.
left with a sword that has inscriptions of flames all around it. The flames themselves appear to be moving, flickering, even though it's just carvings in the metal. The staff is fully merged with your packed weapon, so your packed weapon now counts as a staff of fire.
Very nice.
However, you can still choose the shape or the form what weapon it is whenever you summon it. If you do not have the staff summoned, you do not gain its resistance to fire.
But I
Which is
gain
a
all the
warning.
mad spells and shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
When the weapon is summoned, you can use it as though it's a staff. But whilst it's in its pocket plane, you can't access the powers or anything.
Right. Cool.
Just more drinking.
Heckaroony, my
Yeah,
diggy.
Heckaroonie is definitely inappropriate.
Just like beside all that shit, there's just points where he's like sat there like focusing on this stuff, and then he just kind of looks over, like at Rose like drinking profusely, and he's like he looks like he's about to stand up and go say something, and then he's like, nah.
Oh, for fuck's sake! yeah, Bax.
Heckaroonie
She's definitely
over
passed
the
you a
top.
bottle. Okay, so
This
she's
is all
gonna finish her the
Oh.
bottle.
It's just gonna slowly scooch to the fucking.
Yes.
Is this like a long table? Is it a round table?
I thought we were in like a little room.
Probably
There's
just sitting on
two
the
comfortable
floor.
chairs around a fire. Then
He
there's
likes
a
sitting on the
secondary
floor.
fire in the corner with a kettle boiling over it. There's a table in the corner of the room with just cooked meats, fruits on it. But apart from that, there's a few bits and bobs and some cupboards around the edges of the room. And there's a big carpet in the center, that rug in the center of the room. But that's everything.
Okay.
I just want to sit on a fucking chair and just put the copious across my lap.
Oh yeah, it's not fucking ominous at all. So yeah, Rose will finish off the bottle that she was drinking.
Bax will carry on drinking
Fuck
slowly.
that.
She'll get one of her knives out and the skins.
As
This is
she
a knife.
finishes her bottle, she'll pop it down. She'll go with Eli. Oh, sorry. Do something first.
So she's just going to keep looking towards Rose's direction, and then back to the skin, and yeah, she's just working on this.
That's fine. You have no problem making it.
Cool. How long roughly will it take?
Probably the rest.
That's fine. She doesn't do much sleeping.
So yeah, she'll put the bottle down. Go with Eli. Do you want to go outside for a minute?
I was gonna say my character would have taken a plate of food and sat outside already.
Oh, it's about to get fireballed. Not on purpose.
Are you saying this audibly or quietly?
My character would have taken his food out and been on the roof.
That's really
Evie,
cool.
Are you
Oh,
saying
sorry.
this audibly or quietly?
Probably louder than she would intend
All right.
because she's had a bit.
Seb's just
a good
gonna
bit to drink.
fucking peer around from his chair and be like, "We are in a forest. Please, please do not set the forest on fire."
I can
Please.
control. I can control flame.
Ali is still
sort
sat
of,
on her
perhaps.
shoulder at this point.
Oh yeah, I forgot about little Ali. Oh. And
God,
I'll take Ali to Bax and like I know she can move herself, but fuck it, and like maybe like put her down next to Bax and like you need to stay here. I don't want to accidentally hurt you or anything. And she'll get another scritch because I can't fucking help it. It's fucking adorable. Anyway, yeah, so she'll go over. She's probably trying to say it quietly but not because drink. I mean, if not, it's cool. I'm just gonna go and she'll turn around.
No. We can go outside. It's fine.
Cool. Yeah, and she's just gonna grab another bottle on the way out. No, 2 bottles. Leave. Go out the front.
Great. An alcoholic fire wheel. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
What? There wasn't already one of those. Like, fuck off.
Where do you think she learned it from?
Okay, an alcoholic fire wielder that doesn't understand how to use fire properly yet.
We still already had one.
Okay, so she'll get out. She'll give Eli one of the bottles.
Thank you.
Sometimes it should be pretty dark, but you just see little groups
Oh, the spirits and stuff.
all around this clearing of lights dancing together still. The lights now are actually different colours. All the lights
I wonder
are
if they're
different
resistant to
colours.
fire.
Flicking around.
Sorry.
As seem to be causing a little gust of wind as they fly as well. You notice they fly through flowers. Flowers seem to be reacting as though a light breeze is blowing through them. It's just a really pretty sight.
How are you doing?
I mean, I'm doing okay,
Cool. Good.
relatively.
Yeah, it's been a day and a bit or whatever. Stuff's pretty cool. Does that mean you can use your fire magic again?
I mean, I can't use fire magic, but I think the staff allows me to do that. I guess.
So still don't really get what happened before. And she'll like gesture to like the lack of scales and stuff on him. My dad said some things. And I mean he talks shit most of the time anyway. But so I don't really get what happened.
In what way?
Well, I was dead, and then I wasn't dead, and you don't have scales, but I have scales. You don't have fire magic, but I have fire magic. And that's kind of weird. And I mean, can I give it back?
I I don't really think I want it back. Even if you could,
Oh, okay. I mean, can you? You said you might be able to teach me how to use it. Is that?
I mean, I can certainly show you how I did it.
Cool. She's like not really looking at him. Yeah, that'd be. I mean, I'd like to not set everyone on fire every time I get pissed off. Would be really cool.
Yeah, that tends to happen. At least in my experience, that happened a lot. Early days. But I can certainly show you how to use it. Would you like to learn now, or?
Yeah. I mean, I time up the present right, and she'll like lift up the bottle like in a toast sort of thing, and then swig. Should we go somewhere less flammable?
No, I think we'll be fine. We'll just deal with it as it happens.
So she'll like put her hand out and like try and make a fireball. Yeah, so I'll try and like create a fireball in my hand, I guess.
Stop.
Oh, okay. And she'll.
You
It doesn't go out immediately. It gets a little bigger and then goes out.
Yeah. Okay. What I want you to do, close your eyes.
Okay. Close your eyes.
I want you to picture for me your most painful memory. Just you don't have to say.
She'll just nod.
Now, I want you to picture it as. No, I want you to picture that memory as an orb in front of you.
Okay.
Just now, reach out and grab it.
I'd say she'll reach out, but then her whole arms catch fire. But she does hold a ball of fire at the same time. I'm guessing that's not quite. Is that
Nope,
what you meant?
nope, nope, nope. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I want
Okay.
you to hold in your hand until it burns.
Just like concentrate for a minute, and the flames in her arms kind of go out a little bit, and she'll hold it. And oh fuck, this
Hold
is.
it
Sorry.
until you feel like your skin is going to boil.
She'll hold it.
Yeah.
And it'll probably take quite a while. Yeah, she'll hold it for quite a while, and I know that technically I shouldn't. I think I don't know if I'm immune to the like if my skin would burn or not. But if it gets to a point where it'll burn.
It's not so much like an actual like a thing. It's more of just like a like it feels like it, but it's not actually it's not actually fucking burning you.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, so she'll hold it. It'll take her a while, because her fire threshold with pain is pretty high. But then eventually you see like her hand will start twitching and her face will start screwing up a little bit and her eyes water a bit. Now what?
Let go. And that's give it a go.
She'll close her eyes and hold it just a little bit longer. And she'll throw it.
What happens is you go to release, but instead of being like a bead that you can control and put somewhere else and explode out, it's more like a plume of flame just erupts from your hand in a cone, out in a cone. The energy is there. You just don't yet have the control over the shape of it.
Fuck! Is anything on fire?
Listen, it's fine. I mean, fuck's sake, I'm pushing like 40, and I could barely do it.
She'll nod and I know it's fucking infuriating. Thank you for trying though.
No, listen. I mean, it takes time.
I just don't want to fuck up and hurt anyone.
Sounds bad, but kind of hurting people is kind of necessary. I hurt a lot of people when this first started. Like a lot of people. You'll get it in time.
Should nod quietly. Did you want to try your staff or anything?
I don't know. He just kind of looks out. He's like, no, I think I'm okay.
I'm gonna try again.
Do it.
Just gonna concentrate for a minute, and if Eli will let her, she's gonna try and hold his hand.
Yeah, he'll let her.
Cool. And concentrate. Bring the other hand up. Takes a little less time. So fuck me, Gil. Yes! Fucking yes! Sorry.
This time you concentrate and you hold on for a
I'm
second.
sweating.
You picture the shape of what you want to happen. You picture a fire in a purely concentrated ball shape, ejecting out and hitting a space ahead of you. And you open your eyes and you thrust your hand forward, and this perfect orb of fire just streaks out ahead of you into the forest.
When she does it, she's like, that felt good. That was okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you.
So
You're very
guys,
welcome.
with on that note, with Eli and Rose training, well, Eli teaching Rose the ways of fire magic, and with the image of the two holding hands whilst Rose perfects her first fire bolts, with the image of Seb sat down, his copious just on his lap, staring,
Eyes glowing.
with the image of a frog just casually munching on some nice evening snack on the roof, watching.
I'm gonna fucking
With
kill that
the
frog.
weasel
He's
and
the
the
first to
demon
die.
sat in silence together after an extremely traumatic experience. That's where we will pick up next week.